If Love and Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Oh,
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not right.
Yeah.
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcos. Let me look at it. They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still on the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof I'm alive better more than no proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's like fly. Gucci a large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. Hey, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as can be. You can watch it on YouTube with viewing for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, what they gonna do next?
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Who could quibble, Tommy Hutton? Who could quibble on a day like this? With 50 wins for the Fish.
Who? Hey, there was a lot of moments in that game where I went,
Oh, dude.
Hey, Vlad, they were saying I was listening to the radio and then watching on TV, and they go, we've had now for the last 3 innings where the first batter has gotten on base and the pitcher just walked them all.
Yeah.
I mean, that bases loaded, no out thing in years past would have been a 5-run inning. Let's be clear about that. If you've watched the Marlins, you know Vlad, you know Tobin, that's a 5-run inning.
No,
To
dude.
get 3 outs, I'm like, oh my goodness.
The cheeks were quite squeaky especially that 6th inning when Max Meyer started to unravel and the bring in Michael Peterson. And even Seelov's like, all right, well, you just hope that you just get out of this. Not too bad.
Right. You only give up a couple of runs.
Just give up a couple. Let's try. And they get that ground ball right away. And Joe Mack, because, I mean, what could you say? This guy's an American hero. I mean, forget Christian Pulisic. Joe Mack is Captain America. Why are you looking at me like that, Vlad?
Because you doing your thing.
Yeah.
He's an American hero.
Hey, Vlad, just let him do his
South
thing.
Florida hero.
Yeah.
Like, he's a South Florida hero.
He's an American hero.
No, he's not an American
He's an American hero. Dude.
Stop. Don't do that.
He might be an American hero.
He's a South Florida hero.
He has this because you get Kyle Stowers who like one hops it and he's like whew, scoops it with the old catcher's mitt. I was like, wow. All right.
I tell you, we got a new Tommy Hutton on the television.
Oh yeah,
because he goes, I got to tell you, he keep throwing this cutter. I mean, these are professional hitters. You throw 8 cutters in a row, soon as you throw it for a strike, it's gonna get mashed. Soon as he did it, off the wall, I'm like, dude got a point.
Yeah, it was a crazy. That game had everything yesterday.
Everything.
I mean, it had everything. I mean, you had Owen Caissie. I'll give you some highlights yesterday from Jack McMullen on the calls last night. But here was Owen Caissie, who hit the absolute dog bleep out of this baseball early on to give the Fish the lead.
It was 1-0. Caissie crushes out to right center and deep. Rayleigh back at the track, and it's gone. Look out, Orange Crush. Off the facing of the top tank. That's a dozen for Owen. And they did not leave the pop in Sacramento. 418 out to right center. It's a beauty of a bomb. And the Fish open scoring 1-0 on Wu in the bottom of the second.
Man, I mean, he tattooed that baseball. It was an absolute bombski. Marlins got off to a 4-0 start. I mean, Liam Hicks, I thought he was so exhausted. He's running out of triple yesterday. I mean, intangibles were motoring around the diamond yesterday. It was so impressive. But Leroy brings up that 6th inning, squeaky cheeks, getting half out of it. I mean, I thought they were going to be cooked, but you got just an absolute dynamite inning from Michael Peterson to get out of that with the fielder's choice, gets big dumper to strike out, and then he gets another ground ball. Huge by him.
And then they do the same thing the next inning.
Then they do
Like,
the same thing
holy
the next
smoke.
inning.
I'm like, guys, you asking. Look, Vlad, you're watching the game and you're going, they asking for it.
They were
are
asking,
really
for it.
asking for it.
Tempting fate. Tempting
They're
fate.
asking for
I
a
produced the
5-run
game,
inning.
so I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
One of them nights.
This is what I'm like. Okay, 4-0. This is just moving right along.
Yep, easy breezy.
Not easy breezy, but okay. Long road trip. This is a good way to start. You don't want to, you want to have the crowd, the 8,000. You want them to be, excited, have a good reason for them to come out on a Tuesday night. And it was like 4-2. All right. 4-2 is okay, but you could tell Max didn't have it. And then the bullpen, 6, 7, and 8. The bullpen was
Oh my goodness.
it was
Well,
mess.
6, it was great because he got out of that with no outs. I
Yeah.
mean, Peterson was great. King starts off, gives you the leadoff double, but he wiggles out of it. Kevin Fauché.
Oh my God.
That was something. Wild pitch. Gives up
Yeah,
3.
you give up the lead on a wild pitch.
I mean, it was not great, dude. It was not great. So the Marlins are down 5-4 after having a 4-0 lead. And then Heriberto Hernandez comes up, and the right-handed slugger hits his 12th home run of the season, pinch hit solo shot to tie things up.
Payoff pitch. Heriberto drives out to left. How far is this gonna go? We're tied. Smacked onto the concourse. 422 feet. And Big Bird in a pinch hit plate appearance gives us a brand new ball game.
Man, that was Goosey's galore, dude. I mean, what a shot by him. What a shot by Heriberto Hernandez to tie things up. We go to extras. Marlins, they get out of the top of the 10th. No damage. They get rid of the automatic runner immediately on a fielder's choice. They get their way out of the inning and then get to the bottom of the 6th. Get Jakob Marsee up there. Jakob Marsee hits the longest walk-off single of your life.
Jacob drives high in the air, plenty deep enough. That is off the wall. Edwards gonna trot in from third. A high arcing fly ball sails to the top of the wall in right. Marsee drives in the winning run, and it's a walk-off for the Fish. The train keeps on rolling.
Man, nice call yesterday, Jack McMullen on WQAM. And the Fish improved to 50-42 on the season. And were able to gain ground last night in the NL East because the stupid Braves lost. So the Marlins are just 3 games out of the NL East.
And in wild card position.
Oh, in wild card position. I'm getting greedy, though, right now, Vlad.
Hey,
I'm not thinking about
Vlad,
wild card.
here's how it works. You secure one home base,
Yeah.
and then you look at the bigger house.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was like.
I don't look at it like that.
You
I
see?
think you get to the
What?
you figure the wild card. If the wild card happens, the wild card happens. But right now, why think wild card? You're right there, dude.
No, that's
You're
what I'm saying.
in the
That's what
wild
I'm
card.
saying.
You have 2 less wins than the
Wait.
Atlanta Braves.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, you're secured and you're in the wild card position. Now you can look for bigger things.
I guess. I
Yeah.
mean, it's July 8th.
You agree with me?
You got plenty of time.
Yeah,
Not
you
really.
agree. You agree with me? We basically
No,
said
you're kind of
the
like,
same thing.
"Oh, be happy with the wild card."
No, I
That's
didn't
kinda what
say
feel.
No, nobody
I did
said
not
that,
say that.
That's what
Tobin.
you
No,
said.
I did not
no,
say that.
no.
That's what
you
you
did
sounded
not.
I
like.
did
You
not
did
say
sound
that.
like that.
I did
You
not.
said-
I said you got the wild card. Now you go for bigger fish. That's
They
what
are
I.
bigger fish.
I
They
didn't say.
literally-
"Oh, be happy you got the wild." I
think that's what
did
you
not
sounded
say
like.
that.
Love the
See,
Reds.
there
That's
you
what
go.
sounded like.
There you
That's
go.
what you sounded like.
No,
It is.
see, you're the worst.
No,
are
you know
the
why?
worst. You're
You
the
got to deal
worst.
with them.
because I
No, you
didn't
got to
say
deal
that.
with them. You got to deal with them now. He's
Yeah.
got his Greek freak. He's happy right
You
now.
always think my sports joy is like is divvied up. It's not. I'm just happy with the Fish right now, and they're very close to that division. I mean, listen,
Yes.
those are the 2 teams. Those are literally the only 2 teams they can't beat. So we'll see how this goes in the chase in the second half. But this team really has all of it coming together. That's the thing that's beautiful to see, is that they've gone into this. The bullpen has been very good this season, even with yesterday being squeaky cheeks. They've been very reliable. Now, Fairbanks, I don't trust him, but the rest of the bullpen has been very, very good this season. And this lineup is really starting to hit the hell. This is not just a 3-man show like it was. They were miraculously carried by Otto Lopez, Xavier Edwards, and Liam Hicks. And now the big boppers are starting to come together. And Marsee's a huge one because, I mean, we all came into the season and we thought Jakob Marsee was going to be like the catalyst for this team. And he just had a real rough go of it. And now it seems like he's starting to settle in. He's starting to rip the baseball. And that's huge. I mean, you got a lot of guys with some serious thump on this team that can change the dynamics of the second half.
I just think they're fun. They're fun to watch. They've won a number of different types of games, which is also fun when you're rooting for a team. And I can't remember the last time I seen a group of guys hit the ball the way they hit it down here, right? It timely hitting. You got guys who just don't strike out. Otto Lopez struck out twice. It was like, what?
Yeah, it never happened.
Right? So they're fun to watch. It's one of the things I enjoy about sports is rooting for a team that no matter what, they have a chance, regardless of what the score is at any point in the game. You don't say, oh, well, this one's over. Right? Like, I would never with the Marlins do what I did with the USA soccer team.
Oh yeah, well, you knew it was over when it was 3-1.
Oh my goodness, when dude stubbed he stubbed his foot.
Well, listen, that's why Christian Pulisic is not an American hero like Joe Mack. That's what it is. And by the way, Joe Mack, again, you're trying to steal on Joe Mack. I don't understand why people keep trying to do that. I mean, he's just got such a piss whistle behind home plate, and these idiots, they just keep trying to run on him, and he's just like, he's gonna do it again. Just boom, you're out. No shot. It's curtains when you try and do that. And we'll see what they end up doing at the deadline. But I think the thing that's been great is even with whether they make a big trade or they don't make a big trade. Like, I think the thing is they're starting to get all their young guys who are so inconsistent to start the year. The Stowers, the Owen Caissies, and Jakob Marsee. Like, if those guys can really, really settle in, and Stowers has been great for a month, but if those guys really, really settle in, like, those are going to be huge for this run as well. And so they seem to be finding themselves, man. This is an incredible thing to be at this point right now this season with the NL East very much in the scope.
Right.
Scoochie's galore, dude. I don't know what to tell you. It's really something. Yesterday, that game was a whirlwind, an absolute whirlwind yesterday. The headlines are brought to you by Doral Kia. At a Domino's game, you'll always find your abuelito, and when you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia. The series continues today. 6:40 is your first pitch. Tyler Phillips, that maniac, is on the hill. And 6 o'clock, Marlins on deck will get you going with your coverage here on WQAM. Tim Hardaway Jr., he will be introduced to the media today. I'll be boots on the ground under the Kaseya Center. That's after the show later on today. So looking forward to seeing THJ in the flesh, getting his number 10 jersey. That'll be funsies. And then everybody heads off to Sin City for a little summer league action. So we got that. Give you your World Football Scoreboard brought to you by your local Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks is truly unmatched for every match with 29-degree drafts of Michelob Ultra, spicy margaritas made with Casamigos, and unrivaled views all tournament. Twin Peaks eats, drinks, scenic views. And we have our quarterfinal all set, Leroy. The bracket is good to go. We will resume tomorrow with France and Morocco at 4 o'clock. Then the next day we will have Spain and Belgium. Then Saturday down here we have Norway and England. And then later on that night we have Argentina and Switzerland after Messi's crazy-ass comeback yesterday.
That was like incredible. Like,
yeah, it was crazy.
Just think, well, Argentina, they had a good run. They defended their title.
Yeah.
And then and then like he just decided not on my watch.
He's insane. He really is something. It's crazy to see what he's still able to do. You marvel at it. And then give you a weather update brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, replacing roof repairs, maintenance, hurricane impact, windows and doors. Visit tornadoroofing.com as it is 88 degrees, mostly sunny with a high of 93 today. Heat advisory. Got to stay hydrated, champ. What's our humidity? Humidity 68% today, and it feels like is 92 currently. So
At 10:20 in the morning.
Yep. Take a break. Back after this. Maybe that big dumper could take a lesson or two from Joe Mack. I'll tell you that much. What happened to that guy? He had one MVP running in him.
Yeah, that's it.
Is this a?
I mean, like, how many guys, in all fairness, how many guys throughout sports that aren't Hall of Famers or super elite have multiple, most
60
valuable
home run
players?
seasons is like, where are you going with this?
Well, I'm just saying he was the MVP that year. You thought he was going to just do
Well, it
that
wasn't.
every year?
I think he ended up coming up short on MVP.
Coming
but
up short?
he was an MVP caliber player.
Oh, just say that.
Last year. He was right there. He was right there with he was right there with Judge.
Right. I mean, you're comparing him with Judge, who is all time.
Yeah.
So even all time players periodically have those guys. What about Steve Nash beating Shaq in the MVP race?
Yeah, that was garbage.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
but he won back. But he did win back-to-back MVPs.
Yeah.
But he stole one from Shaq.
Right.
It is interesting because I wonder, like what is the thing that you would want the Marlins to add if they were to go into this thing? Like, what is a piece that they could throw into this? Because, I'd say that you'd want like another bat, but they kind of have this contingent there with their catcher, first base, DH rotation. So you need to get somebody who isn't a sieve out there either. So I don't know if that's necessarily the place that they're going to go. I think
you have confidence in all of your bullpen.
Nobody ever has confidence in all their bullpen. There's no such thing.
That's so funny.
There's no such thing.
Because I bet you every team in Major League Baseball is saying, we sure can use some help in our bullpen.
I don't love Fairbanks. And I think it's just because he does that thing with the glove. Like, it's like, Vlad, you see that thing that he does with the stupid eyes where he's like, he's got the glove up here and he goes, he's got like the eyes. And I'm just like, dude, you're about to give up a line drive so hard right now. Like, can we just get to the pitch?
My thing with him is like, I guess he has personality, but he tries too much with his personality.
Right.
So when he gets rocked, it's like, yeah, you kind of deserved it.
Like, I feel like
that's what? That's when arrogance, you almost think it as being cocky or arrogant. And then there's too many people root for your demise.
Julian
right?
says,
and there's a lot of people in sports that you feel that way about, right? There's people who are confident, but always are humble about it. And then there's people that are cocky about it, and you always root for their demise.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just his whole thing on the mound just makes me very nervous because I'm just like, he's not looking, and then this feels like it's gonna end poorly. And he was their big acquisition in the offseason. The
crazy thing is you're saying what most of us just think about athletes in general, right? When you see an interview and you see a guy or see a guy play and he's being way too confident, like it usually happens with in basketball with the guys who are deemed defensive stoppers, right? Like all of them just seem to have this kind of arrogance about them. And then you say, I can't wait for you to get dunked on.
Yeah, but some guys do it cool. Like Peterson goes out there with that Stones entrance. And I just like the way he's got just like a throwback bullpen attitude about him. Like it reminds me of like Armando Benitez and El Pulpo. Like it's just like a little bit of a, big dude, a little bit of a lean, and then just going to bring gas. And I'm like, that's a bullpen guy,
right?
He's just got so many bullpen guys have quirks. They're weirdos. Now there are guys who are next level weirdos, like Tyler Phillips when he was a bullpen guy, or But yes, there are guys whose gimmicks are too much. Heath Bell, for example, total bum. His whole thing was I'm going to ride in and I'm going to slide on my ass and look at me, I'm Kenny Powers. It's like, no, you suck, dude.
Hey. I remember when I think at the time I was doing the show. Were we doing the show together when Bell was here? Because
no.
I think I was doing it with E. Reed.
Yeah.
And I would say he was hated.
Yeah.
He was hated because I
Deservedly so.
I remember you guys giving what, like bum of the week or whatever.
Tool of the week, yeah.
Tool of the week, and it was Heath Bell every week.
Well, here's the thing that was crazy about Heath Bell, right? Heath Bell, he was a phony because he comes in here and he's like, "Oh, I'm the lovable fat closer." They give him a bunch of money, and he was good in San Diego. And remember that year, the Marlins had a reality show. The Marlins had the baseball version of Hard Knocks. It was called The Franchise. And so Heath Bell, we all learned, was a rat because he wasn't just that he was bad, but then like he would be on the reality show being like, why doesn't everybody else talk about Jose Reyes off to a slow start? Why does anybody like he'd throw his teammates under the bus?
Right.
And then he had this meeting with Ozzie Guillén where Ozzie Guillén was like, he's like, I just don't feel, he tells Ozzie, he's like, I just don't feel like you have my back. And he goes, you don't think I have your back? Nobody wants you out there. I'm the only one who has your back.
Wait. And you can say that with a lot of skippers. Don't say that to Ozzie Guillén. He gonna tell you how it is, right?
Dude,
oh my goodness.
He was like, nobody wants you out there. Not the players, not the fans, not my wife, my kids, the owner. Nobody wants you out there. I was like, it was one of the great teardowns of you're being a big baby phony. Shut up.
It is one of the things where people that come out and say stuff like that are just avoiding the reality of what their situation is.
Yeah.
Like the reality of it is, and you can say what you want about feelings or whatever. I remember I can't think of who the wide receiver was, Edwards from Michigan that Cleveland drafted.
Mm-hmm.
And
Braylon Edwards.
Braylon Edwards. And he said one time, they don't like me here because I went to Michigan. And so naturally, who do they call? Another Michigan guy. So Mary Kay Cabot said, hey, Braylon Edwards said, we don't like him here because he went to Michigan. I'm like, no. They don't like you because you can't catch. I said, I had a great time in Cleveland. I'm like, so sometimes you try to hide or we've gotten into a point in time where you can't just eat the failure and do better. It's always somebody else. It's always circumstances. It's always this. It's always that. I have never seen, I want to say, athletes, and not everybody, but there's a lot of athletes now that no matter how poorly they play, they come out with some random excuse as to why. Right? Just own it.
I'm very thrown off by a comment I just saw on our Twitch.
What?
Julian says, the Marlins are like appetizers at Chili's. Good, fun, filling, but we're one great move away from becoming a Houston's.
All right. I have to admit, I like where he's going there.
I like where he's going.
But Houston's?
That's
exactly it.
Houston's, you need to get out more, brother. I would have went prime 112.
They might have been, no. They're a couple of steps from being prime 112.
Right.
Maybe a Morton's.
Houston's is like,
all right, Morton's.
Maybe a Morton's. Houston
isn't Houston just a dimly lit outback?
Pretty much.
Dude, do you panic when you go into a restaurant and eating this dark? Like I like feel very uncomfortable.
Only place I like that is Herbs and Rye.
You have no choice. It's a dungeon in there.
I play by their rules.
Vlad, it's a dungeon. You can't see.
I think the Marlins are better than a Houston's. I don't think that, and I don't even know if Houston's is the place. Houston's and Longhorn samesies, right?
Not where I'm going.
No, Houston's is no. It's higher scale.
What about like
not going for steak there immediately?
I think I would actually choose a Chili's probably above a Houston's. Like I love Chili's.
No.
We're not gonna go there.
No.
You don't like Chili's?
You might love Chili's more than Houston.
Well, here's the thing. Chili's is a more fun atmosphere, better drinks.
Yes.
2-for-1 margis. Okay.
Yeah. The game will be on.
The games are going to be on because, like, I feel like if I go to Houston's, I'm almost. Who's a Houston's? I'll tell you who a Houston's is. The Mets.
Yeah.
Think they're a top class organization, but you're just a dimly lit outback. That's the Mets. They're Houston's. I don't think there's class in a Houston's.
Let's relax here, because at any given moment, Marlins can go cheap.
Well, they are cheap.
Well, I
I think this is what makes everybody furious. It's going to make everybody furious. See, here's the thing that's going to be crazy, Vlad. You want to know what's going to be the death knell in the coffin of MLB. If the Marlins go and make a playoff run doing this with absolute coupons, and everyone is going to be looking around here being like, well, because we're headed towards a lockout next year. They're going to be like, no. We need to do something. They're going to try and take Sherman to the poorhouse. That's what they're going to do. Because if Peter Bendix, with his evaluations, which he's done a tremendous job, if he gets this team right now is the same amount of wins as the Yankees. If they make a real run in the postseason,
oh my,
with what they're paying their roster right now, and they pull the Rays, forget it. We are in lockout city for a while, dude.
Well, the highest paid Marlin is going to be Peter Bendix. Right?
He is dressing like money lately.
I would say this, and we have this saying back in the hood: all money ain't good money, right? Like a lot of times, and the Dolphins went through this. They just threw money at every situation, right? And it looked good to start, but it wasn't long term. And now you're stuck where you are now because you threw all that money at a situation to try to appease everybody, to try to say, right, look, we're putting all the resources in our team. We got a new building. We redid the facilities. We all of this, and we get the big name free agents, but you're not winning, right? So I think that now we're a little more accepting of what the Marlins are doing based on how they are playing, and we're going, so throwing money at the situation don't always fix it. Because that's how I feel, even though I will say we've always said, oh, here we go, same old cheap Marlins.
Is Flanagan's the heavyweight champ of Chili's?
You talk about that type of restaurant?
Yeah, like I'm saying.
Well, locally, you would say, because it's not Flanagan's or other places. So
yeah, well, I don't know what everybody else. So has, but I'm saying like that type of.
You just said Joe Mack is the
is an American hero.
Right.
He is an American hero.
Wait,
and then all of a sudden,
my man has, like, he doesn't remember what comes out of his mouth 10 minutes ago.
Absolutely.
Right? So he'll say, no, I'm not doing that. I'm like, you just said Joe Mack was American hero.
Flanagan's would be, who's the greatest Marlin?
In my opinion,
well, I know who you. In your opinion,
I mean, I think the most talented Marlin to ever wear the jersey is Miguel Cabrera.
Yes, that's what.
So Flanagan's would be Miguel Cabrera.
Yes. I would say, but here's the thing.
Ooh, Schmeetha said the Flanagan's or Mike Lowell. Mike Lowell is, yes. You know what? Mike Lowell. I like that one. Schmeetha.
Gold Glover, champion.
Yeah.
Part of the community, always been, yeah.
Dependable. Well, if you're talking about part of the community, you would say Konai.
No, but Mike,
Phil says
Mike Lowell's Cuban.
Chili's is the heavyweight champ of Applebee's.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Applebee's is like Applebee's is like got the cigarette in the newspaper coming in the ring.
Applebee's is playing.
No. I'll tell you what playing is. Bennigan's.
I don't think I've seen a Bennigan's down here. Is that like Central Florida is probably like the earliest I could find a Bennigan's down here, yeah?
Yeah.
Bennigan's. Houston says Houston's is the Michael Jordan of Applebee's. Somebody says, this was crazy. Somebody's like, I had to get on here just to defend Houston's. Their stakes are A+. Am I sleeping on Houston's? Also, I don't even know if I've ever been to a Houston. I've been to a Longhorns, and I do like Longhorns, but I don't necessarily know I know what a Longhorns is. It's just a gussied up Outback.
Yeah, like there's a couple of restaurants like when you go Applebee's, Chili's, when you go Longhorn and what's the other place? That's like just like Longhorns. Now, what about Texas?
Texas Roadhouse?
Yeah.
Oh, I like a Texas Roadhouse.
You look like Texas Roadhouse. Hey, Vlad. If I say, Tobin, where we going to eat? He said, you know, I love me a good Texas Roadhouse.
Listen, if I disrespected Houston's, I apologize.
So
I just think that Chili's, I don't know. If my wife came to me and says, hey, tonight, Houston's or Chili's, I might go to Chili's.
So wait a minute. So then what's Cheesecake Factory?
that's, oh my goodness.
That's the chill. That's got to be
Can
the.
I just say this?
That's got to be the Aaron Judge.
No. Cheesecake Factory is like the Dolphins the last few years. Spend a lot of money, got a little flash, but they only got 2 good dishes for a 17
I disagree.
Cheesecake.
I
Don't
disagree. I
disrespect
think Cheesecake. You know who Cheesecake? I'll tell you exactly who Cheesecake Factory is.
Don't
The Atlanta
disrespect
Braves. The Atlanta Braves are Cheesecake Factory. Win a lot of divisions. They'll never win the World Series.
They've won
Well,
2
yeah,
World
that's
Series.
what I'm like. They got look.
Don't
Their
compare the
menu
Braves
is
and the
17
Dolphins.
pages long, but you
I'm not-
only eat 2 things on the menu.
Yeah, no, the Dolphins are. I don't know what the Dolphins are. The Dolphins are not. The Dolphins are not Cheesecake.
Oh, you know what the
Cheesecake
Dolphins
Factory.
are?
Dolphins
the-
are Miami Scrubs.
No, what's that?
I know it's Miami Subs, but I call it Scrubs.
What's the knockoff of cheesecake? They have. I can't think of the name of it.
I know what you're talking. Grand Lux.
Yes.
Grand Lux.
Yes. Like they tried to have a little spin-off and fancy it up a little
You guys
bit.
are making me hungry right now. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm
to you.
already,
We gotta-
dude. Look here. I ain't even like.
We gotta take a break. More to come. We're back after this. Joe Max theme song. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2. The soccer tournament is here, and we're giving away a soccer swag bundle valued at around $300 from our friends at Sinbad Sports in the Coral Ridge Mall in Fort Lauderdale. For your chance to win, text the word. Actually, that's yesterday's word. I forgot to update that. What is our word today? Let me see. I know Guillén sent me the email. Today's word is messy.
Really?
Like the player.
Of course. Hey, that was lazy word.
So it's not messy like your room is messy. It's messy like the player. MESSI.
The GOAT.
The GOAT. The dude who can't be stopped. Messy is your key word. Text that to 20357. Text messy to 20357. For more information, go to WQAM.com. It's a text contest. Message and data rates may apply. Don't text and drive.
That's messy with an I, folks.
Messy with an I. If you want to win that soccer swag bundle, ladies and gentlemen, that is what you want to go with. Check that on out.
Tell you what, we talking about food.
I'm
a big fan of Capitol Grill.
Oh, the seafood tower.
Listen, that's the first place, because I was never a calamari guy. That's where I fell in love with calamari, fried calamari.
Yeah,
except I don't like the tentacles.
Why not, dude?
Mm-mm.
Tell you who's fried calamari? Xavier Edwards, dude. I mean, hits from both sides of the dish. Good defender, fast.
Tentacles and rings.
Got some zucchini in there as well. That's a little fried up.
Hey, dude.
You don't like with the zucchini?
Let me explain something to you. Right? There's certain items in the food world, no matter how you package it, I'm taking it for what it is. Fried zucchini is one of them. I ain't having it.
You're not going to be duped?
You know what I have had that I mysteriously liked and never thought I would like?
Mm-hmm.
Fried pickles.
I don't like anything pickles.
I know.
I don't like anything pickles.
Listen, Tobin eats like a garbage disposal, right? But we'll get a burger. The first thing he does is look for pickles.
It's disgusting.
Vlad,
it's disgusting.
He could be hungry. We didn't just ate a dozen wings. We didn't had 2 drinks or whatever. That cheeseburger come, he'll say, I'm starving. And the first thing he'll do is pick up that bun.
Who's the person when they made fried? Who's the person who made fried calamari that decided we need to put our lemon in a net?
That's so the seeds don't get in there.
I don't know what it's there for, but I wonder who's the person who's like, I need to stop this.
There
needs
to be. I think it's more
decoration,
more fancy than
because the juice can't squeeze out as good.
Sure it can.
Oh no, they're very. It catches it like a bag.
Hey, I tell you what. Heat check. You ain't never lied. Fried jalapenos.
Those are good.
Oh, especially when they put the cream cheese in it. Oh. Texter, what are you doing? Prosciutto wrapped mozzarella?
Robbie the Degenerate wants to know, when does Triple M return to the Budweiser bar? Hard to say. I don't know. Hard to say. I don't know. I know he's fired up.
Yeah, it's been a minute. We got to pick.
Macho Marlin man.
He may need a new wig. His last wig got pretty rancid.
We will effort. Fried banana peppers are for people who really can't take the fried jalapenos, and then you go, that's like going mild chicken wings, right? Like it got a little kick, but not a lot. Them fried jalapenos, for real. I had fried jalapenos one time stuffed with meat.
Miami Dolphins says Tobin doesn't do any vegetables, even if a cucumber is disguised as a pickle.
Listen. I will.
Is a cucumber and a zucchini the same thing?
No.
Are they cousins?
That's why I question your fried zucchini thing.
I like fried zucchini.
Really? You don't even know what it is. You just called it a cucumber.
I like zucchini and I like squash. I'll put that on the grill all the time.
Really?
Yeah. You throw that on the side. Yeah, you just
Hey,
just add a little
let
color.
me tell you something.
Feel good about yourself.
As a youth,
What's this? My cousin Vinny?
yeah, Vlad, it was one of the greatest mother-kid standoffs in the history of all. So we went to the grocery store. My mom picking us something to eat. We say, "Ooh, can we pick the vegetable?" Right? They're like, we know we getting a vegetable. So we walked down the aisle, and it was yellow. And me and my brother looked at each other. We like 7 and 10. It looked like it could be sweet. You want to get that? Yeah, let's get that. It was a squash. Right? She said, if I get this, because you understand, we broke. She letting us pick it. If I get this, y'all eating it. Oh, we got you, Mom. We got you. This looks delicious. Man, we ate all our food and we had a little circle like this of zucchini just sitting on the plate.
What you thought it was
She's
dessert?
like, y'all gonna eat that zucchini? No. Y'all gonna sit here until y'all eat it. And me and my brother looked at each other and said, well, we just gonna sit here. And we just sat there. She went on about her day.
Wow.
It was like 11:30 at night. She said,
So did you guys ever break?
yeah, because she said, I'm gonna tell your dad he get off at 11, and it was like 11:15. So he was gonna come through that door in about 5 minutes.
So you're just petty against zucchini.
No, it's terrible.
No, it's not terrible.
It's too squishy.
I like it.
Like it's too soft. The texture. Like, no. But zucchini was a cucumber. I'm not listening to your food takes.
Dade South says that zucchini is first cousins to a cucumber.
No, it's not.
What do you mean, dude? It's got to be close.
They are.
They got to be close.
You can't make a pickle. You can't make a pickle out of a zucchini.
Well, that's true.
Zucchini's a summer squash with a tougher
squash.
Stem,
same family. It's a cousin to squash. And guess what? We all know about the squash story.
Cucumbers you can eat raw. Zucchini you have to cook.
Right.
You can't eat a raw zucchini?
It's usually cooked. Let me just say that.
Yeah, I don't think
usually.
I don't think I've ever. But you couldn't throw zucchini in a salad if you didn't want to, or just nobody would ever try it.
There's a cucumber zucchini salad.
Schmiethan says zucchinis are the Houstons of the vegetable world.
Like we just go. Like
we'll take a break.
Houston's. I've eaten there a couple of times. I wasn't upset.
I'm not upset at Houston. I just think that saying that the Marlins are a couple of upgrades from going to a Chili's to a Houston's, I might prefer a Chili's. I think the Marlins are a fun time.
Yeah, but that. All right.
One would be considered cheaper than the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
I think you would have a more affordable good time at a Chili's because of all the stuff you could do.
But it's a better restaurant. I just think pound for pound, it's a better restaurant. And that's like the Marlins and the Mets. Yeah, I think it's a better restaurant.
It's not.
No.
It is.
No.
How can we say that?
Because you have more fun there. That's what it is.
Look
You're
at
about
this.
fun.
That's what I'm
You're
saying.
about
They have
fun.
other stuff instead of sitting in the dark.
Liam Hicks is the boneless buffalo wings.
Who?
Liam Hicks.
So they went to Otto Lopez.
He's the 2-for-1 Margies.
Because he always hitting. He
always got two.
Hits.
He's always getting
He's always getting two. Give me that Otto Lopez. We gotta have a good time tonight.
He's BOGO. Hey, wherever you are,
Buy
he's
one,
BOGO.
get one free.
Y'all got. Hey, say here. I'm gonna go next time I go to Publix. I'm like, y'all got that Otto Lopez?
Take a break.
BOGO.
Take a break. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Get to our headlines this second hour. Those are brought to you by Doral Kia. In Miami, at a Domino's game, you'll always find your abuelito. And whenever you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia. As the Marlins, they stay hot. They beat the Seattle Mariners yesterday 6-5 at extra innings. Pick up their 50th win of the season. Jakob Marsee with the long walk-off single in the 10th inning. Owen Caissie and Heriberto Hernandez each hitting their 12th home runs of the season. And that series will roll on tonight, Leroy. 6:40 is your first pitch.
Yep.
Depot Park. And Tyler Phillips is on the hill. Our favorite maniac. See him do his thing. The Heat, they are getting set for Vegas Summer League. And today they will have Tim Hardaway Jr.'s press conference.
Cool.
And,
is it dad going to be there?
I got to think so. One would have to think that Tim Hardaway Sr. is going to be.
You know, the first question is going to be
the number.
Yeah.
Got to be the number.
I'm telling you, Vlad, Tobin, you would know better. You've been married for a while. Mama changed her mind. That's law.
Yeah.
Don't fight it. Don't fight it. If mama say, you know, I'm strong with senior a couple of years ago, and then she see her little baby coming home
and crying.
Yeah. She can change her mind.
I don't know if I want to play her crying of his mama.
Yeah.
But then again, LeBron was crying of his mama too at times. So when he was in Cleveland.
That's all right. Ain't nothing wrong. Listen, that's a safe place. Like,
yeah, but Tim was stout. I mean, Tim was like, he was adamant.
His dad's always adamant. His dad is not exactly.
Yeah. He don't BS. He don't.
His dad is not shy of sharing his opinion.
Hey, but guess what? Mama don't deal with that foolishness.
I love it.
Listen, I could talk all the trash I want to you and Tobin.
Yeah.
Big spoon. Nah, I got a color within the lines.
Yeah.
I can't be acting crazy.
I'm not usually for anybody wearing retired numbers. I think when it's retired, it's retired. Like, I hate when these guys are like, "Oh, can I wear this?"
Yeah, but it ain't your son.
Yeah, it's not your, like, this is a different case. Your son, your franchise. This is a special occasion. This is not a Abdul Carter asking Lawrence Taylor if he could wear 56.
Wait. Hey, can I just say something to Abdul Carter on that? I can answer that for you. I know LT. I can answer that for you. And you pretty much damn well know what that answer is too.
Question then.
Right. Like,
can Bronny go to the Lakers and ask for 23 or 6?
He could, but I don't know.
It ain't retired yet, though.
No, it's not retired yet.
True.
It's not retired yet.
Good point.
Right.
ESPN, they came out with their roster rankings around the NFL season as we are 3 weeks and change from
I hate this.
Getting underway.
I hate this.
Why? Why do you hate it?
I'm going to tell you why I hate it. Because you got a whole bunch of people sitting around determining what guy's going to be before they even play. And that bothers me. You see what I'm saying? You determine what can I ask you this question? You think anybody in baseball thought the Marlins had 50 wins by now?
No.
By roster construction?
Some people could. I mean, they did finish last season pretty damn well.
But I'm just
probably this fast though. I think they had an incredible June. Nobody could have seen that.
Right, but I'm just saying, Vlad, we do this all the time, right?
They got to sell, Leroy. They got to do something till
it don't mean I can't hate it. It don't mean I can't hate it. You determine how somebody gonna play before they even touch the field.
Listen, I agree with you, but
I know
they got to sell. I mean,
like again, I understand, but the people that are making these decisions If they were that good at it, they would have the jobs that the people have putting the teams together. How's that?
You're starting to.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll give you the top 5 best rosters, and then I'll give you the bottom 5.
Can I see it? Top 5. Do you think I could guess them?
Let's guess.
I'm gonna guess
All
them,
right,
not
good.
necessarily in order.
Okay.
I'll go first.
I'm gonna go Rams.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Chargers.
The champs, the defending champs.
Seattle.
Seattle.
I'm gonna go.
They always love Philadelphia. They
Yeah.
always love Philadelphia.
Mhm.
Yeah, and
And
are you
Baltimore.
good?
You guys are doing very well.
And Baltimore.
You're Baltimore? Are you
Baltimore's
not
the favorite. They're favorite to come out the AFC.
right?
You guys almost nailed it. You
wait,
guys
wait,
almost
wait.
nailed it.
Did they go? Did they? They didn't go New England, did they?
No,
They did not. They did not.
Okay.
They went
No Chargers.
Kansas
I'll take
City?
everybody else you got.
No,
No Chargers.
It's not an AFC.
Oh, okay,
team, it's an
okay,
NFC
okay,
team.
okay.
I'm beginning
No
to think it's
Chargers.
either the Bears.
No Chargers.
Not
No
the Bears.
Bears.
No
Wow.
Chargers. It's not the Bears. Number
So
1.
we got 4.
You got 4 or 5. You got 4 or 5. The Rams are 1.
Yeah,
Number 2 is Eagles.
yeah,
3 is Seahawks.
yeah.
Number 4 is the
Ra-
different team, and number 5 is the Ravens.
Number 4. Hold on. We can get this. We can get this.
It's not the Bears, and it's not the Bears.
Not the Bears. The Bears are. Where are the Bears? Bears are down.
Wow.
What's up with that?
Is it?
Denver.
De-
I had to see it. Oh,
Denver.
17?
Is it
No.
Denver?
It's
Not Denver.
Is
Not
it? Is it
Denver.
Green Bay?
It is the Buffalo Bills.
They still love Buffalo.
Never even considered Buffalo
Buffalo Bills.
because their
are
defense was garbage.
It still is.
the number 4 starting lineup according to
Here,
ESPN.
can I?
Who did they add this year?
Hey, when
DJ
I
Moore?
do, so I do that's a win, that's a loss a little differently. Here's how I do it. Vlad, every year throughout the history of football, there's 4 to 6 new playoff teams.
Right, we know that.
Figure out those teams. Right?
And figure out those teams, once you have to figure out the rosters.
That's my point. It makes no
So-
well, it's the same thing with as soon as the schedule come out, he does that's a win, that's a loss. He ain't
Love
figured
it.
out the damn schedule.
Love it. I don't even think I did it this year though.
No.
Yeah, you
So
put a stop to that.
so
I changed the game. I changed it to you like their chances.
Yeah, he just changed it. Like so, it says it. This is how he presented it. He goes, Leroy, we're not playing that's a win, that's a loss. But week 1, the Dolphins played. Do you like their chances?
All right. Do you want to do the bottom 5 rosters?
That's easy.
Dolphins,
Dolphins, Cardinals.
Arizona.
Low key, the Jets will probably should be in there, but they won't. They'll probably be in the middle of the pack for some damn reason. Who else is bad? Arizona,
You got Arizona.
Cleveland,
You got Cleveland.
Miami,
Miami is in there. Miami's dead last.
the Raiders.
No,
The Raiders are
no, they're not top
Raiders
5.
aren't
Bottom
that great,
5.
bro.
yes.
No, bottom 5. We're
Wait.
talking bottom 5.
Bottom 5. They're
Yeah.
not bottom 5. They just got the number 1 pick.
So that doesn't mean anything. You got the number 1 pick. Doesn't mean your roster's good.
But it means it ain't gonna be
You
the
mean
worst.
that's the reason why you got the number 1 pick, because your roster's pretty bad.
They are just outside the bottom 5.
Yeah, they're not gonna be the bottom 5.
They're bottom 6.
They're bottom 6. They just won off.
Yeah,
Come
not
on,
bottom
Leroy.
5. Not bottom 5. Not bottom 5.
Are they
Not bottom
tied?
5.
Are they tied? Is there
No,
any
there is a
ties?
tie. There is a tie, but they're not
Oh,
bottom
okay.
5. No.
Yeah.
So we go Arizona, Cleveland,
Yep.
Miami.
Yep.
Uh,
I don't think you'll get one of them. I think one of them you'll be a little surprised by, and then the other one you'll if you come to it, you won't be surprised. Think Miami Hurricanes.
Tennessee. I said Tennessee.
Did you say Tennessee?
Yeah.
I didn't hear you. I apologize.
Tennessee.
Okay, so you got 4 or 5.
Is it
Ready?
NFC South?
Cincinnati?
Is it an NFC?
It is an
South?
NFC South team.
Oh man, so it's not New Orleans, is it?
It's not New Orleans.
Atlanta?
Not Tampa.
It's Atlanta.
It's not Atlanta.
It's Atlanta.
It's Atlanta.
Ha!
Atlanta.
Tua dragging that Tua dragging.
So,
he going
put
into
it
the
this way,
facility
guys.
with some doo-doo.
So put it this way: either way, Tua's gonna be in the bottom.
Yeah.
But
regardless.
you know what's crazy? Like his weapons on offense.
They're pretty sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, how is Atlanta?
I don't understand how their defense must be that bad.
No, their defense is not that bad.
Right, I know. How that's not possible.
It's
I'm
been
not
two-
even, now
they
here's
say-
the kicker. Here's the kicker. I do believe that there's a bunch of circumstances with new coaches without knowing how they're going to fit in that we're just chalking up to these teams being good, and it could be a bad fit as far as what they try to do there. Like I'm curious to see what Buffalo looks like, right? I'm curious to see how that plays out. And there's a couple of other teams that I'm just like Pittsburgh. Okay, Mike Tomlin would get you 7 wins just with grit.
Right.
And he had rosters that were terrible, and he would get you 7 wins. How's that going to work for Mike McCarthy, who doesn't have that same approach, but got some of the same guys?
He's also got a decent record.
But he wins.
He gets a decent record. He's just not as cool as Mike Tomlin.
I mean, I'm not taking away from his accomplishments, but sometimes just the fit is different, right? So I don't know how that's gonna play out. There's a couple of guys like there's, some coaches that they're new, they're coming in. Sometimes you could come in. I'll tell you, when Bill Belichick first got in Cleveland, everybody was mad as hell at him. We were tired. We were beat up before the season started. It wasn't until the second or third year where everybody started saying, oh, man, we're going to be good.
Well, I'll take a break. We'll give you some of the reasons why they have the Dolphins so damn low coming up after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Doug Plagans is going to stop by today, Leroy, our boy Doug.
Yeah.
The Panthers are in the building today, and they're hobnobbing. No Brady Tkachuk here. Panthers brass is here, and so the voice of Panthers brass is Doug Plagans. So he'll stop by next hour.
No Barkey?
No Barkey. No, he's probably in Boca somewhere doing yoga, if I had to guess.
That'd be dope if like a player would come with the people.
That would be dope.
Just to say hi and just shake hands, take pictures.
Just have Tulo Starinen come by, or Nico Mikkola. You just throw him a fish. Man. Hey, give you a weather report. Leroy, can you go to the Windowplex for us? Brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Storm season is coming. Make sure your home is ready. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
I have a better idea of what the temperature is because my window's open, so I don't get them contact high from the paint. It's a little breezy out. I'd say blowing about 10, 15 miles an hour. Coming out of the southeast. It is partly cloudy over by me, but not really a real threat of rain right now. But later on in the evening, I would expect that there'd be some type of rain. And I would say right now it is 87 degrees.
It's 89 degrees.
Ooh.
Feels like it's 92. 93, excuse me. Feels like it's 93. Wind is blowing at 8 miles per hour. Gusts at 9. And it's blowing east-southeast.
Wow.
And though I do not trust South Florida weather, it's supposed to be a sunny day today. No rain.
Hey, y'all can believe that.
But like I said, Leroy, I don't trust South Florida weather.
It's that time of year.
You got to be careful. You got to be careful with it. All right, so looking back at this ranking of all the rosters, here's what they had to say about the Miami Dolphins and why they had them last. All right, so it said the running back, their biggest strength is running back. Recently extended Devon Achane. He is the star of Miami's offense, and it's not close. 2023 third rounder has either scored, third rounder has scored either 11 or 12 touchdowns in each of his first 3 NFL seasons. Gained a career high 1,838 scrimmage yards last year. Elite receiving production is nothing new. He finished top 5 amongst backs and targets, receiving yards each of the past 2 years, and made another leap forward as a rusher in 2025, finishing 5th in rushing yards. His 5.62 yards per carry is best among qualified backs since he's entered the league. Jalen Wright and Ollie Gordon add depth. So a lot of love for Devon Achane. No surprise there. Their biggest weakness, secondary. Dolphins are in full rebuild mode. They have several units that are ranked among the league's worst. That makes it hard to pick for this exercise. Jeez. But we'll go with secondary. On paper, this is the worst group, on one that allowed a 58.3 QBR last season, 5th worst. First-round rookie Chris Johnson figures immediately to become an every-down starter with Storm Duck, Jason Marshall Jr. at slot, Darrell Baker Jr., Juju Brents, Alex Austin battling for substantial roles, with Minka Fitzpatrick and Ashton Davis gone. 2025 5th-rounder Dante Trader and journeyman Lonnie Johnson are strong candidates on the back end. Well, this is kind of goes to your point. Like,
right.
Okay, so you just don't know. They're young guys. We have no idea if they're good or not.
And what I would say is this.
Storm Duck was hurt.
Here's what I love about people that talk about football, right? And it drives me crazy. If I get the front 4 cooking, if I can get some pressure on the quarterback, you won't give a rat's ass who's playing in the secondary. That's the way football has always worked. That's the way it always will work. Right? You take a good pass rusher, he can make the rest of your defense look good. But you can't do that with a great defensive back. With no pass rush, they just run around chasing air. And so from that standpoint, you can look at the secondary and say all those numbers you threw out. But the most important aspect of that is then go look at their pass rush rate. Go look at their pressure rate. And those two always work hand in hand, which I'm amazed that all these people around football haven't mentioned that yet.
It also is one of those things where, like, okay, if you're going to throw last year's, none of those players are back. So, like, you put it like outside of Dante Trader, who was also a rookie last year.
But you know, this sounds right. This sounds great for people that don't know, what's going on. We are more aware of what's going on. We have a better idea of what's going on locally, right? And I would say this, that if Kenneth Grant picks up where he left off at the end of the year, if Chop Robinson could actually get to the quarterback and not do drive-bys, right?
Well, he was their X factor. They say their X factor for 2026, edge rusher Chop Robinson. From week 10 on in his rookie season, he recorded a 20.5% pass rush win rate.
I don't care about win rate. You're running by the quarterback and dapping him up.
Fifth
Get
best
his ass
in the
on the
league.
ground.
He seems destined to be a sack machine, but he took a step back in year 2 with just a 14.6 pass rush win rate at edge.
That's
and
how
only
we grade
4
players
sacks.
now. That's how we grade players. Stop it with that. Like, you know what?
Sounds like I'm reading odds on calcium.
Can I just tell you? That's a perfect way to make people who don't know about football look smart. When you throw in insignificant stuff on you can watch the games. We all know what Chop Robinson does. He beats the brakes off the guy in front of him and then don't sack the quarterback. He was that way when he was at Penn State.
He's the best tag player ever.
Right. But here's the other thing. He was banged up last year.
He was. Yeah, that weird knee injury, concussion.
Did you say how many times he gutted it out and played hurt or wasn't himself? Did he mention that? We know this. So it drives me crazy how they could come up with these conclusions of what a team is going to be based on things that aren't factually accurate. Why? Tell us why. So we probably should do a better job of telling people why.
Also, is it the X factor for the Dolphins, Malik Willis? Like, if we're really real about it, like, we really don't know what a full season of Malik Willis starting. Isn't that the obvious X factor of the Dolphins?
Right.
If the Dolphins have hit on Malik Willis, that changes everything for them. If they are able to run a capable, I know that the defense is got some question marks, but I'm hopeful that your defensive coach is gonna put some things together with some nice young pieces they have around. But how can anybody, like, we're gonna sit here and say this season's gonna be determined by Chop Robinson or Malik Willis? Like, I feel like it's gonna be Malik Willis.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe I'm too simplistic on that.
No,
but
no, it's not. But that's, again, that has more to do with the job we have to do so these knuckleheads aren't out there talking about things that just don't matter.
Schmeathan says win rate is like Tobin buying a gym membership but never going.
Who's winning?
I don't know.
The gym.
The gym.
They're getting his money.
So I like, and that's why when I hear stuff like that, I get so annoyed, right? Because it sounds like somebody who doesn't know about football. When you talk about athletes and try to put numbers on it versus watching them or knowing their situation, this is why, and Tobin, I've told you this before. If I'm a professional athlete nowadays, because of all these crazy numbers, I would be very hesitant in playing hurt. Because it don't matter. At the end, they just looking at your numbers. So why in the hell wouldn't you play unless you were 100%? So your numbers could be accurate.
You wouldn't be hesitant. You'd play hurt.
I know I would, but I'm just saying.
You played hurt golf this weekend. There was
I'm
nobody
just
watching.
saying. Look at
Hey, what is the update of your bicep?
how we
Look
doing?
at that. My whole arm is black and blue now. See it? Look, compared to this one.
We get the
Look.
scan tomorrow.
Yeah, look. See the inside of it? How it's all
Yeah.
black and blue?
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
I got colors. I got colors on me. Look at that knot. I think that's the bicep right there.
You're a kaleidoscope.
Pretty much.
Dude. All right.
Dude,
so you get skin.
can I just tell you?
Like, is it
More
still
of
hurting?
my arm is starting to hurt too.
More?
Like it's
More?
up in my shoulder.
Oh,
Up in my shoulder. Like, yeah.
jeez.
It's like I can't even explain to you how uncomfortable it is.
Does it hurt eating?
Oh no, I'll suck it up for that. I go left, Vlad. I can hold.
No, because that's your right arm, right? So you're a righty. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, might be painful to scoop.
Yeah. No.
Hey,
I'm having problems. This is my wiper. I'm gonna just put it out there. So
that's why you didn't want the thumb surgery.
Yeah, that's why I want the thumb surgery. But yeah, man, it's very very uncomfortable. And,
Wait, time out. I know we're going to break. What are you telling me? You didn't have a thumb surgery because you were afraid of not having one of those digits? It's gonna
I can't. When it was in the cast, remember they put a pin in it, and you're in the cast for 4 weeks.
He's locked down.
I can't. I've never gone left. I'm not. Hey, I've been using my right for certain things my whole life. It is very uncomfortable. It's like writing, right?
Oh yeah, samesies, dude.
You got to be ambidextrous, man.
Right.
Well, I've been trying to lately. I've been trying to practice. I've been trying to practice in case I need surgery.
If Fight Night is here, and there's no better place to trade the action than Kalshi, America's #1 prediction market platform, as Conor McGregor steps back in the cage for the first time in 5 years against Max Holloway in a welterweight matchup. If you guys think Holloway can avenge his 2013 loss to McGregor, the former featherweight champion is trading at 65%. So a $100 trade has a $150 payout. If you think McGregor will get his first win since 2020, that's trading at 35%. So a $100 trade is getting you a $265 payout. Plus, in the co-main event, Paddy Pimblett, he is trading at 43% to beat Benoit Saint Denis. So a $100 trade gets a $218 payout. On Kalshi, you're trading against your peers in a live market, meaning there's no house, and the probabilities changes, so you can buy in and out of your position. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app. Use my code Tobin to get $10 when you trade 10. KALSHI Kalshi. Trade on anything. 18 plus only. Restrictions to eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. We'll get to the mixed bag here in just a second, but first, I want to let you guys know that the soccer tournament is here, and we're giving away a soccer swag bundle valued around $300 from Sinbad Sports in the Coral Ridge Mall in Fort Lauderdale. For your chance to win, the word today is Messi, as in the player, Messi, Messi. Text that to 20357. Great moment yesterday. Argentina still good. Keeps it going, even if Egypt felt a little screwed yesterday. Damage is done, dude. I don't know what to tell you. The damage is done. But text Messi, Messi, to 20357. For more information, go to WQM.com. It's a text contest. Message and data rates apply. Don't text and drive.
What the hell is wrong
Also,
with the chat?
JFig wants you to know that her favorite metal band, Disturbed, is coming to Hard Rock Live at the end of July. And so she is digging into her stash of tickets. So we will give those away next hour. So keep on listening for that. You like Disturbed, Leroy?
The chat has lost their damn mind.
Say again?
The chat has lost their damn mind.
What'd they say?
The last 20 messages have been about dude wipes.
You open the door, dude.
It's
Literally.
like, yeah. It's like, wait, heat check. Quietly, Leroy, everybody poops. That's what I got. That's what I got. Like, what are we doing?
It is a diabolical thing. I wonder. I mean, listen, I'm sure people have broken their hands before. I wonder what they do. I guess you just gotta power through it. You'd make do. You played games with one arm.
I have.
Well,
I have. Like, it's just like, I don't know if it hurts as much as it just feels uncomfortable to move. I got a lot of achiness, a lot of swelling. I feel like Hellboy. Remember he had that big red arm? That's how I feel.
That the red and brown.
Yeah.
Justin chimes in on my Twitter mention, says, damn, Brendan Tobin was right. Cheesecake Factory really is the Atlanta Braves of restaurants. I like this of making restaurants baseball teams. This has been fun today. This has been fun. It is time to mix things up. Let us get to the mixed bag.
Mix it up.
You familiar, Leroy, with Bob Myers, former Golden State Warriors exec?
The crybaby?
The crybaby, yeah. Oh, I didn't know Kevin could have gotten hurt. It's my fault.
You call him a crybaby?
Oh, dude.
He cried. Remember he cried?
Yeah, because he saw the dynasty ending. I call him a smart bastard. He left before having to pay those guys money.
He left, and now he is like the Sixers' confidant. Like he is the right-hand man of the owner there.
Yeah, he's the conciliary.
Yeah, the owner owns multiple teams, like the Commanders and the Sixers. So he's kind of like overseeing the Sixers right now, right? Well, he went on Rich Paul's podcast. He went on Rich Paul's podcast to pitch LeBron James on coming to the Sixers. This is incredible. And this is what he had to say on why LeBron should come to Philly.
If he was here, I'd say I honestly believe this is your best chance to win. You have to decide all the other things that are equally important because it's his life, right? He has to play. He has to face the scrutiny of his decision. Half people will say you should have done this or should have done that, and they'll criticize him for whatever, which is his life. So he's been through all that. What I would just say is, if it's about winning, and that, let's talk about this team because you can win here in Philadelphia. If you want to talk about other stuff, about what's this guy like, what's that? By the way, he knows players, a lot of them better than I do. Their games. This is a guy that probably watches more basketball than anybody understands. Like
That's a fact.
He's not just playing, and he's probably watching the game in February that nobody's watching. So he knows, not only does he know the guys, he knows how they play.
Yeah. All right, Bob Myers. Shameless.
That's horrible.
Shameless. Dude.
Have some decorum.
Now we just plug him for
grace.
Well, he is a free agent.
He is a free agent. No, he is. You can talk about it, but I think.
But here, are we just going to ignore that 600-pound gorilla in the room that is Joel Embiid that don't never play? And what would drive LeBron crazy? That.
Oh, yeah. Can I also? Well, I mean, they did win Olympic gold together too. Maybe.
I'm not questioning whether they friends. Listen, they can all be friends.
I do know what today is.
You know what today is?
You want to share?
Today?
Today's the 16th year anniversary of Le Décision, the decision. 16 years ago today.
I don't think the decision is coming today, though.
I don't think the decision is coming until after the World Cup.
I think he's gonna drag this out. Obviously, it seems like Rich Paul has more guests to get because Pat Riley must be on the podcast next week.
If
right?
Riles does,
that would be a podcast. Dude.
Oh my
now,
god,
he'd never do it. He'd never do it.
But if he did, you know he's coming to Miami.
Rich Paul and Pat Riley on a podcast together.
So let's start things off with the cookies.
So what do you so Pat, let's talk about the first divorce, huh? Like that would be a podcast. But Pat Riley would never sink to like I'm going.
I don't think Rich Paul would go there either.
Yes, he would.
You think he would?
He just got Bob Myers. Why is Bob Myers doing a
Bob Myers went to his podcast.
Like Bob Myers is pleading his case. Like that was nasty, to be quite honest with you. I need a shower. That was disgusting.
I mean, he was on there like a politician.
Right.
Dude, desperate.
Yeah. Well, in politics and broadcasting on federal airwaves, you have to give equal time. So, I mean, he should at least offer the heat. But I don't think Pat Riley will go on that press conference. Or on that podcast. Though, if he did, man, that would be a podcast. That would be something. I mean, Kellerman would be smooching Pat Riley's ass on that show.
They all
are. Speaking of LeBron, Stephen A. Smith on his podcast yesterday said that a lot of execs like the idea of LeBron in Miami.
Where you went to 4 straight NBA finals, won back-to-back championships, the first 2 of your career. Do you do that? Did you go back to Miami, playing for the same coach, Eric Spoelstra, run by the same man, Pat Riley, with Giannis Antetokounmpo as your star teammate as opposed to Dwayne Wade, with Bam Adebayo as a sidekick on that front line, with Bobby Portis being there as well. You got 3 cats at least 6'10", ready to give you what they got.
Big cats.
And the ball would be in your hands because you don't really have a quintessential prototypical point guard, even though that cat Mitchell can play. And you got Tim Hardaway Sr. there. Do you go back to Miami?
Really? You got
a lot of executives out there speculating that this is the best landing spot for him because Cleveland's style of play ain't going to cut it. I was speaking to one executive, and they were like, Stephen A., when has James Harden ever really given up the basketball? Every place he's been, the ball has been in his hands. In Houston, it was as a scorer. In Brooklyn, it was as a hybrid. Sometimes a scorer, but for the most part, a playmaker. But nevertheless, the ball is in his hands because he ain't moving but so much without the ball. How does that work, Stephen A.? How does that work if he goes back to Cleveland? That's why they rule Cleveland out, and they think that Miami is the best possible scenario.
All right. Well,
understand somebody just moved to South Florida.
He's been down here, hasn't
he? But he moved. Like
I'll tell you one thing. Stephen A. Smith.
He's got a residence here now.
Even without the LeBron stuff, he's been very positive on Giannis. He thinks Bam and Giannis are being slept on with or without LeBron.
But he would love LeBron to be in Miami because he's living in Miami now, so it would be easier for him to cover it.
It's going to be a media storm if LeBron comes. There's going to be a lot of coverage, obviously, with Giannis. But if LeBron comes here with Giannis, it's going to be crazy.
So it's between Steph or Giannis.
No, like it.
Well, recruitment wise,
right? But I would say this,
and home. Obviously.
I think Golden State is in last place in this 3-team race because I just don't see it working
with Draymond
and Steph, and all of them being the same. Why would LeBron go somewhere he said he could win when they all 40?
But why would he also go to a place where they're going to ask a lot? They're going to put a lot on him at 41.
I think he wants to have a lot more than he had last year, though. Like, I don't think he dug being with Luka.
But the thing about it is that they're going to get to a point where it's like, oh, there's too much on LeBron. He needs somebody to take the ball away from him, and so that he has to have to bring the ball up and down the court. There's too much usage unit. He's being used too much.
Yeah, well, that's why I do think basketball-wise, though, I do think the Heat make the most sense for him because he's not going to have that kind of pressure on him defensively. I think in those other spots, that's a problem. Like, you're going to have to put up 140 if you're the Cavs. Because it's like, yes, the James Harden thing will be awkward. It's not like he's never played off the ball, but it's like You want to talk about the Olay twins? I mean, that's going to be the Olay trio.
Yeah, at least, but they got two bigs that could cover up their mistakes.
Yeah, and you want to know what bigs don't like? Olay. You guys, you got to be able to guard your yard sometime.
I mean, you know what? Look, both teams, Giannis and Bam, I would take over Mobley and Allen, but both teams have the backup in case you don't have good perimeter defenders. You have guys that can cover it up. But
I think he's going to Cleveland. I don't think that. I do think ultimately
it's better for the story.
This is all theatrics, and Rich Paul loves this. LeBron's not even part of this. Rich Paul gets to milk it for a while. He gets it on the podcast. It's fun. There's really nothing else going on. And the other thing is, the Heat aren't in a position. The reason why it really is harmless, the Heat, if he's signing with all these teams for the cheapskates. So what do you like? It's not like any moves are getting held up for you. You have 3 open roster spots. What's the harm? Like, just, if LeBron wants to. If not, we'll go get Bradley Beal on the cheap, or something else. You know what I mean?
No.
I'm just saying. Like,
I'd rather have
14
players.
That's what's being held up. Like,
I'd rather have 14 players, Vlad.
If this was a summer where somebody was getting dangled or something like that, then all right, then you would want a decision. But like, if LeBron wants to take 3 weeks, take 3 weeks. The Heat, they're going to be in Vegas. They got the Giannis presser next week. Then the next week could be LeBron week if they wanted it to be. But I think that ultimately Rich Paul and LeBron, they always have their decision planned well in advance. Unless Giannis is like so charming as a recruiter and he's just saying, I'm the hottest chick in the game. Don't go play with fat bum. You're never going to win. And he can convince you, unless he can convince LeBron, then I think he's going to go to Cleveland.
Unless,
so
I'm gonna tell you this.
The thing is, if he goes to Cleveland, there's no pressure. There's absolutely no pressure. He can just ride it out
on him. But there's a lot of pressure on Donovan Mitchell, who just signed for almost $300.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. He's just going to get that, that farewell thing.
But also in Golden State as well, Leroy. Like, there's not going to be a pressure for them to win because everybody knows they're old. The people would just be excited to watch
he don't
them
want
play
the pressure
together.
of winning, but while wanting to win. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, I just don't know, man. I lived in LA. It's kind of hard to go to LA to go back to Cleveland. Like LA.
Well, if you love the golf,
if LA to come back to Miami, not a problem. It's it's almost samesies.
I've changed.
I'm gonna be by beaches and palm trees.
I've changed a little bit. I thought there was no chance. And
that he comes here.
Part of the reason why is because I just thought the fit with him, Giannis, and Bam, too many guys kind of doing the same thing.
It's still the same thing.
Right.
And there's no more. And there's no more.
But again, Vlad, that's why I said when I look around, I'm like, okay, he gonna have that anywhere,
dude.
Now that's shooters in Cleveland, shooters in Golden State. The guys that he would have gotten, they're all signing. Or I can't believe Chris Middleton got $16 million.
What?
3 years?
Yeah. He got 60. He got 3 years from the Wizards. I don't know what the Wizards are doing.
I don't know.
3 years, $48 million.
No, 3 years, 16.
No, he got 16 total.
Oh, so 16. here's the problem. We just had the conversation about the Dolphins thinking they could throw money at the situation and fix it, and it worked for a little bit, but it didn't really work, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Washington Wizards are doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
Like,
weird.
And listen, I don't like. You should have known what was going on when they was giving Bradley Beal all that damn money.
And then they did it again to Trae Young.
Right.
Take a break. Get you caught up with your headlines. Doug Plagan's going to stop by next hour. Panthers radio voice. We're back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. There's a reason he's got his name in the rafters. Give you
Marc Anthony?
Yeah.
He has his name in the rafters?
Certainly does. Most sellouts.
At Kaseya?
Yeah. He's
like the Billy Joel of South Florida?
I think Marc Anthony I think he might have gotten his name up there before Alonzo Mourning did.
But not before Michael Jordan.
I don't know that. I'm not really sure, Vlad. I looked that up, but I'm not positive. But he is one of the first banners, I believe.
I think you're right, but Jordan was there before.
Yeah, I know. Stupid Jordan jersey. Still, and it's not. They've slowly tried to scrub it out.
You can't scrub it out.
They've slowly tried. At first, it was a Wizards and Bulls jersey.
Listen. Mariah Carey did her best. Mariah Carey did her best to make people forget about that banner that the Heat did with Jordan with the half Wizards, half Bull jersey when she sang at the All-Star game in that similar dress with a half Bulls, half Wizards jersey. But still can't erase the fact that the Pat Riley, the ultimate.
Hey, bro, you losing a fight to a microphone? What's going on there, dude? You all right?
I don't know what happened. It's just hurt.
Your arm is.
I'm trying to get comfortable. It's really hard.
I understand. All right. Let's see. Okay, no, it says no. Actually, it happened later. I apologize. It looks like it didn't happen until 2016.
Oh yeah, Jordan was right there. I think Jordan might have been.
That's a lot. A lot of banners are up there by then.
Jordan might have been. Is Jordan the first number to be retired there?
Yeah. Yeah, they had no history.
We couldn't put Bimbo Cole's number there.
Nobody was up there, dude. Nobody was up there.
Cycling?
I mean, that jersey went
first
up
pick.
I think that jersey went up in like 2001. I don't even. It might have even been
Yeah,
before
he didn't
Dwayne
even
Wade
retire yet. I think he was about to retire.
Yeah, I think it was his retirement tour. I think that was the thing.
That's a nasty. That's nasty. I'm sorry, Rouse. That's a bad one.
I know. You know,
that's a -1.
Nobody bats 1,000. No. Nobody bats 1,000. Even the coolest man alive, the Godfather.
-1.
Boy, you make one trade, everybody starts moonwalking.
Oh yeah, he was yelling at the window for the last month.
They got the penny loafers. Everybody's moonwalking. They're playing a new position. They're playing cornerback the way they backpedaling after Rouse got Giannis. Oh, it's no longer. Oh, he's the game passed him by. It's it's all about the Godfather did it again. And I'm like, I read your comments, people. I heard your comments.
People said washed father, sleepy Pat. Who's awake now, dude?
People.
What?
You were yelling
I never
too.
said he was sleepy.
Well, I mean,
I just demanded. I kept him to a standard. That's why I yelled at the window.
You held him to his standard. That's what you did, right?
Championships are misery. Winning or misery. That's what he told me.
That's what he did.
You can't get mad at your kids for throwing your lessons back in your face. In your face. You just can't do it. All right. If we're all
now you want to listen, that's what you tell your kids. Now you want to listen.
Weather's brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storm rolls in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate. 91 degrees on this sunny day in Miami. Still a heat advisory until 6. I think they should just call that I don't think they need to call it an advisory anymore. It's just, hey, you know what it is. It's summer.
Right.
Feels like 94. 63% humidity. Toasty. Meanwhile, last night in your headlines, which are brought to you by Doral Kia in Miami, at a Domino's game, you'll always find your abuelito. And whenever you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia. The Marlins, they beat the Mariners 6-5 in extra innings. They pick up their 50th win of the season. If you guys missed it, here was the walk-off call last night from Jack McMullen on WQAM.
Jacob drives high in the air, plenty deep enough. That is off the wall. Edwards gonna trot in from third. A high arcing fly ball sails to the top of the wall in right. Marsee drives in the winning run, and it's a walk-off for the Fish. The train keeps on rolling.
Dade South says, I never Photoshop Pat Riley on a washing machine. I believe you. You would never do that, dude.
Didn't you do that?
No, I don't Photoshop anymore.
No. The question was, are you doing it?
I've never called Pat Riley washed. I've never called Pat Riley washed in my life. Listen, Jennifer was the one who angrily told him to wake up.
She treated him like a bird.
She told us. She said she shouted out that window for Pat Riley to wake up.
I mean, what do you shout at windows? Who do
She
you
was
shout
feeding
at?
off of your energy.
She treated Pat Riley like a bird.
She's a grown woman. I mean, you make your own decisions.
She called him a bird ass coach.
Well, listen, that's not true.
That's what I heard.
But the Marlins yesterday getting that win. Rolling yesterday. I thought the Marsee shot was gone. The cameraman tricked me. I was like, immediately, I thought that was leaving the ballpark.
Now, here's the problem with that, Tobin and Leroy. If you had the Marlins -1.5, you wanted that ball to go over.
Oh,
the ball. I think our boy Jay Gatto had like Max Myers. He had like a two-team parlay, a two-player parlay, whatever, and he had Max Myers with the strikeouts, and he had the Marlins -1.5. And he texted me, he's like, "Oh, everything's looking good," till it wasn't.
I was like just happy, but I was like, I thought that it was gone, and then I was like, immediately after, like, I'm like, I don't think that was gone.
No,
but the cameraman went immediately like start shooting at the upper deck, and I was like, wait, did that bounce off the facade? No, that hit the wall. And the guy didn't. But guy probably he could have even caught it. He didn't have to because like what the guy was going to tag up anyway. It didn't matter.
You know, it sucks to say that's a walk-off single.
Right.
You know, because the ball hit off the wall. You want it to be an extra base hit, but it's a walk-off single.
I think Marsee will take it. Great moment for him. He's starting to come together, Charlie. Starting to come together. He had that big blast over the weekend that Gabby Sanchez called. That was cool. Gabby Sanchez was on the TV call, and Gabby Sanchez was like, "Yeah, I'm feeling like he's about to bust out of this with a home run." Boom, hit it right into the trees over in Sacramento. A lot of foliage over there.
I mean, it's California
because there's not enough stadium.
They love the green out there in California.
There's not enough. There is not. The fish will be back at it today. 6:40 is your first pitch. Tyler Phillips is on the hill. Meanwhile, your Miami Heat, Tim Hardaway Jr. gets introduced to the media today. That's around 3:00 at the Heat's house. So we're looking forward to welcoming Tim to Miami.
Isn't that crazy that he was probably just a little baby coming to the facility?
They put out some photos yesterday. Even Spo was they put out a thing of him and Spo, and Spo's like, yeah, I remember like shagging some basketballs for you, letting you shoot and things like that. No, like it's crazy because he said he only went to the facility, like obviously he's been there as a player, as a pro, but he's like he went there. Tim's last year was the first year of the Kaseya Center.
Okay.
So pretty cool moment. That'll happen a little later today for the
I had a moment like that, but it was a different guy.
Hmm.
Got to turn these thumbs this way. He was my wide receiver coach at Michigan. And he wasn't that guy. He was a yeller.
I can't believe that. That's crazy.
Listen, let me put it in perspective. Bo Schembechler would have to say to Cam Cameron, calm down. Bo Schembechler, the guy who notoriously threw his headphones and tripped over him.
That's wild.
Right.
That's wild. All right, we'll take a break. More to come here on the show. We got Rats Off a Ship coming up. I believe Doug Plagans is going to stop by.
Yeah.
Take a break. Back after this. All right, welcome back, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Very excited. Joining us in studio, Leroy.
What?
The voice of your Florida Panthers. The great Doug Plagans is here. Doug, thanks for the time, man. Really appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having me. It's great to be here in studio. The only thing missing is my buddy Leroy.
Yeah.
He's here.
Yeah.
But-
Well, I got other. First of all, I popped my bicep. So it's looking kind of nasty right now. And
Ooh.
I got painters at my house. So
Okay.
I don't know what's worse, the painting
with-
or my arm.
Dealing with pain or people.
Yeah.
That's the duo.
Sometimes pain hinders you from dealing with people.
Yeah, that's true. Obviously a crazy summer, Doug.
Yep.
Obviously a crazy summer. I'm going to start off with the heartbreak because Sergei Bobrovsky is close to my heart. I'm very, very sad to see him go. Could you believe it? Like, I know it was kind of in the ether, but like the fact that you're no longer going to be calling, the gymnastics of Bob for the Panthers between the pipes. Is it a little surreal that he's moved on to Toronto?
It is going to be different, no doubt about that, because that was representative of an era in Florida Panthers hockey, an era for the franchise, and the highest level of success that they've achieved was with Sergei Bobrovsky between the pipes. He was the man in net for both of those Stanley Cup wins and played at a Conn Smythe level in 2023, the run that just fell short. Sometimes I think we forget, because obviously the couple of championships came afterward, how good he was in terms of just helping the Panthers get to that Stanley Cup final in 2023 when they ultimately lost to Vegas. But, you look at just the way things take shape and a reminder that it is obviously a business in the National Hockey League and the faces change sometimes. And I think the big thing to be mindful of here. Yeah, that was a success. The most success the Panthers franchise has had was with Sergei Bobrovsky in net, but this team is still good enough to be a contender, maybe the favorite to win the Stanley Cup this year, and a goaltender coming in who's a couple of years younger than Sergei Bobrovsky, who's got 264 wins and could hit the 300 win mark this year, depending on how much he plays and how much success the Panthers have. This is a goaltender in his own right, Jakob Markstrom, who comes in, who at his A game, his elite level, is certainly good enough to backstop the Panthers to another championship. So they're happy with where things ended up, but fully understand it's going to be a change and an adjustment for a lot of people, not just to see Sergei Bobrovsky elsewhere, but to see him 4 times a year in the Atlantic Division playing for Toronto.
So, Doug, I get a little thrown off by it because I'm not a hockey guy. And early on when Bob was here, everybody would say, look, Bob is great. It's the defense in front of him. Like we've struggled with how we defend in front of him when we left him too wide open. And so then when that turned around and then we start seeing his performance get better, is maybe the franchise thinking we can do that with somebody else as long as what we have in front of him is acceptable and as good as it's been?
Well, I think with any goaltender, a huge part of it, and this isn't to say that Sergei Bobrovsky is not a future Hall of Famer, because he is. He's going to be, as soon as he retires, the acquired time will elapse, and then he'll have a plaque in Toronto with his name on it when it's all said and done. He's got 2 Vezina trophies, a couple of Stanley Cups. He is climbing the all-time lists on a number of different categories. So he is an all-time great type of talent. But, if we're looking back on it now, if we're looking back at the 7 years, yeah, there were some ups and downs, especially earlier in Sergei Bobrovsky's tenure with the Panthers. There were some ups and downs. And then as the team really came into its own, and as Paul Maurice comes in and the structure gets put in place, and the talent that Bill Zito continued to be able to assemble, as all those things came together, it positively impacted Sergei Bobrovsky in his results and his stats. And that's going to be the case for any goaltender out there.
Look at the Carolina Hurricanes, for example. The goaltender that was in net when they ultimately did close it out, win the Stanley Cup, was a guy that they had, and this isn't taking anything away from Brandon Bussi, but a guy that they had gotten off waivers before the season that was kind of a journeyman up until this year. And I think we did learn that it was a guy that just needed an opportunity and, has a future as an NHL goaltender in some capacity. But yeah, it is a position that is largely, you need those goaltenders that can make the 3 or 4 huge saves a game, because there are going to be big chances throughout a game. But a lot of it also is, dependent upon the group that you have in front of you and the structure they play with and the way that they defend. This Panthers group is going to be very structured, is going to defend really well. They always have under Paul Maurice. And on top of that, it's the best top 3 forward lines you're going to find in the league.
Crazy.
They're going to score goals. So all of this lines up to be a very favorable situation for a hungry and excited goaltender in Jakob Markstrom who's coming to town.
I remember the day that they traded for Brady Tkachuk. I didn't think it was real. I kept looking at my phone. I'm like,
parody account.
This is not real. Because we always kind of joked about it last, we're always like, oh, okay, it would be fun if the brothers played together. But I didn't think it was serious. And so I'm like, it needed to download for me for a second that I can't believe that Bill Zito did this again. So give us your reaction, the day that they pull it off, and then just what has it been like, I guess, the day they introduce him and the fact that Matthew gets to play with his brother, a star in his own right on this team.
You almost can't tell the story of that trade without telling the story of the entire day, because I think we all remember it was a Sunday, and earlier that day, the Panthers traded Mackie Samoskevich to Seattle for and got a first-round pick back.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, okay, this could go 2 ways, because the Panthers at that point owned the number 9 pick as well. You're thinking, okay, this is either Bill Zito gearing up for something bigger, acquiring another first-round pick, which obviously is very attractive in putting together a package. They already had assets to move as far as draft picks were concerned, or it gave the Panthers an opportunity to bolster the prospect pool because they had a couple of first-round picks at that point. Turns out it ended up being part of a bigger deal. They used that first-rounder they got back for Mackie Samoskevich, packaged it up with assets they already had, moved it off for Brady Tkachuk, and the rest is history. Great trade. Now you have, like I said, the best top 3 forward lines in the game. Brady is extremely excited to play with Matthew. We had a chance to talk to him a day or two after the trade was made when he was introduced to the media and everything like that. You could sense the excitement immediately. He and Matthew have obviously had great success playing for Team USA, winning the gold medal, but he was incredibly engaging. Very similar. I viewed it very similar to the way that I viewed the introductory day with Matthew a few years back. I remember we had a chance to interview him for FloridaPanthers.com right away the day he was introduced, and I was blown away by how approachable and engaging and talkative and energetic and excited that Matthew was. And I left my first conversation with Brady feeling exactly the same way. So the Panthers, obviously, you take it from there, Markstrom, and then busy adding a lot of other, familiar faces in the case of a Radko Gudas who comes back.
So excited.
This is a team that's going to be really, really difficult to play against. And the move that I think may go under the radar for a lot of folks that don't follow the league extremely closely day to day and might have gotten lost in the shuffle a little bit. When the Panthers acquired Garnet Hathaway from Philadelphia, I said it to Bill Lindsay when we did our draft show right here on WQAM. I said, this is a move that maybe average Joe hockey fan across North America didn't pick up on, but I bet you there were other players and personnel across the league that looked at that and said, they got that guy too? Because if
so, what does he bring into the table? Explain.
Garnet Hathaway led the Philadelphia Flyers in hits last year. He hits everything in sight. He kills penalties, and he's plain and simple. If he's not on your team, he could be a real pain in the what to play against.
We have a lot of guys like that now.
So now you have him in the mix as well. If you're the opposition on a given night, you're going to have to keep your head on a swivel. You're not going to be able to take a shift off against this team. Plain and simple.
I think it's amazing. It's one thing to say your team's physical. It's another thing to say you might have the most physical team and they haven't even played a minute yet, and everybody that's on the team is known as a basher, except maybe 2 or 3 guys.
Yep.
It's going to be fun to watch. I'm excited. I'm excited for, more importantly, I think I'm more excited for health.
Yeah.
Right? And
getting Barkey back.
Right.
And how reassuring was that? The World Championships, I know it's a tournament that takes place overseas, and a lot of people, it's happening during the Stanley Cup playoffs. A lot of people may not be paying as close attention to it, but the fact that Aleksander Barkov went over there, played for Team Finland in the World Championships, won a gold, was, by all accounts, the best player in the tournament, that was hugely important. We had a chance to talk to him as well, just not too long ago, and it was interesting the way he talked about playing in the World Championships. For a lot of guys, if you're on an NHL team that misses the playoffs or you get bounced in round 1, maybe if you're feeling up to it, you go over there and you represent your country, play in the World Championships. For Sasha Barkov, who had been injured in training camp, hadn't played all year, he kind of viewed that as the start of his ramp up to the hockey season. Like, this was kind of the start of things for him. And to go and get the positive results he did playing in that tournament, it's a huge building block now for him moving into training camp and into the start of the season.
It has to also be for him, like, God, that the one thing that was gutting for him, obviously you always think about the Panther stuff, but he was, so looking forward to getting to play in the Olympics.
Yep.
And Finland finishes 3rd, and you think to yourself, like,
with him,
maybe they win.
It's one guy. With him, they have a chance to win the gold.
They have the chance.
They do. Yep.
And so, I mean, this Anton Lundell, I mean, he just wins. Does anything bad ever happen to Anton Lundell? Does he deal with a rainy day? Like World Championships, bronze medal, Stanley Cups. Guy doesn't even have good car insurance yet. It's insane.
At 24 years old, he's done all this.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. His life, he's got to be the most charmed dude that's just walking the planet right now. Living in South Florida, great hair, Anton Lundell.
At 24, I was just like excited to go to Taco Bell.
Yeah.
He's got 2 Stanley Cup rings. He's
ridiculous.
got he's got an Olympic medal, a world championship gold, all these things.
Doug, we appreciate. Go ahead, Leroy. Give us one more.
I always wondered, like, with a guy like Barkov, like, we just took it for granted. Didn't realize how much of an impact he was making because it's hockey, especially me. I can't see the nuances of how much of a difference he's making. And then he wasn't there. And it's like the team looked day and night. And I'm like, did he really make that much of a difference to the Florida Panthers? Because for an average hockey guy like me, it's hard to see it. Where in other sports, you have numbers, you have stats that, we're missing points, or we're missing yards, or we're missing the ability to throw.
The best way to kind of draw that parallel to the other sports, and I've said this before too, but if you look at the National Hockey League specifically, Connor McDavid might be able to do things at full speed nobody's been able to do. Nate McKinnon might be the most explosive player in the National Hockey League, but there's no player in the league that impacts the game in more ways every single shift, whether it's power play, penalty kill, 5-on-5, offensive zone, defensive zone, trying to lock down a tight game late. Sasha Barkov can do it all. And again, if we're drawing a parallel to other sports, he just creates such a matchup nightmare. And he's going to play 18 to 20 minutes a night. He's great in the faceoff circle. Again, you can put him out there in every situation. And we've seen it multiple times in the playoffs against other all-world players. We've seen Artemi Panarin and Nikita Kucherov and Austin Matthews virtually vanish in playoff series. And it's because they couldn't get anything going against Sasha Barkov. So he's one of those guys, Leroy. I think if he were to decide one day, wake up one day, and this would never happen, and decide he just doesn't care about playing defense anymore, he probably could put up 140, 150 points a year. Right. But he takes so much pride in the defensive side of things, does all those little things that don't show up on the box score. That is why he's such a great captain, because, everybody else looks and sees this, top 3 to 5 player in the National Hockey League, willing to do all these, little things that don't show up on the stat sheet. And it makes everybody else kind of fall in line. Right. Paul Maurice has called it the Barkov effect, a crazy effect on his own team, but also the matchup problems it creates. And it's also why you go on the road. Home teams have the last change. You go on the road and you have a team like the Panthers have, and you have a guy like Barkov, and a guy like Anton Lundell, who you've mentioned, Brandon, but it just makes it so difficult to match up with this Panthers team. And he is the main reason they are just so difficult to deal with night to night.
Jonesing for the season. Can't wait for it. Yep. Doug Plagans, we're looking forward to it. Enjoy the rest of your summer, man. Thanks for stopping by. And we can't wait for the Cats to get going.
Thanks for having me, guys. Leroy, feel better.
All right, I'll try.
We'll take a break. Back after this. All right. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy. I got to clear something up. I don't know who's muted you.
I don't know
Leroy,
who mute.
but you're both muted, so neither one of you are doing radio right now.
Jennifer.
Okay.
Why are you? Oh, hold on.
I didn't mute me.
No. Okay. That.
I gotta ask something because it needs to be cleared up. So we'll get to rats in a second here.
Take your time.
Did you commented in the middle of Doug Plagan's interview on our private chat, which he could see, by the way. You just go LeBron to Cleveland, and I didn't have comments up because we were doing an interview, and so but I see over there, and then Jennifer just goes, I saw, is it confirmed? And so I've asked you now during the break, did you just go with the Twitch comment and think that was gospel, or did you hear from Jay Crawford? I'm trying to
No.
Well, I'm asking you, which one did you see?
It says
you just saw a Twitch comment, didn't you? -1.
Wait.
Leroy, how do you confuse that?
Minus.
Oh
one,
my
dude.
goodness, what's wrong with you?
No.
You can't do that.
No.
You can't do that.
No.
Especially something with that much
Wait.
weight.
Can I just make it worse?
Oh, you want to make it worse?
Yeah.
I can't believe that, dude.
So I was we have been talking about LeBron.
Oh my God.
And so I pulled up LeBron on Twitter just to see what was going on, right? So when I went back to Twitter, I saw the thing that said ESPN. It's official. LeBron James is heading home.
Where did you see that?
I'm telling you, I told you what I did.
No.
Just talk.
Who was the
This is what I hate. This is what I hate when Leroy does.
ESPN.
Leroy, you're wrong. Just say you're wrong and just
No.
don't
Okay.
try-
Hold on.
Don't try to pat. Don't try to soften you being wrong.
I
say that you're wrong.
Hold on. I know what I saw. I'm gonna send you a picture, and then I'm gonna tell you what was wrong. You guys you guys are acting like no.
There are things to do, Leroy.
Leroy,
for you
look
to
at the
avoid
date.
this.
Look
Yeah,
at
look
exactly.
Look at the day.
There
look
you
at,
go.
Look at the information. See
There
if it's a
you go.
poverty
You didn't
account.
go to your house and ruin the other
There
person's-
you go. So
What the
I saw it, and I was like, oh.
-1.
I didn't look at the date.
It's amazing. No,
Why the hell when I pull up a
Why
name,
didn't
would
know
they
if
give
you
me
heard?
something?
What do you mean? What the hell? You gotta look at the day. It could be something that was posted
July
weeks
11th
ago.
of 2014, by the way,
Right.
guys.
Exactly.
I didn't know if you had possibly.
Wait, it was what? 2014?
Hold on a second.
That's the first thing that comes up.
Here's the thing, though. I didn't know if you happened to have. I didn't know if you happened to have heard something from Birdies in Cleveland.
No.
I didn't know. So I was genuinely asking, like, did you hear this or you saw something? Because I saw people were trolling during our chat. And I was like, did he just get got during the Doug Plagan's interview? But you got by Twitter.
Yeah. Well, it didn't even really get
No.
got.
He got by both.
Let me ask you something. When you pull up a name, why would something from July 11,
Well,
2014
in
come up?
fairness to Leroy, Elon Musk's Twitter has done that ridiculous.
Yeah, but also we
And then
talked
right
about this
below it,
earlier.
you
Hold
got
on.
something for 6 hours ago.
Hold on. We also did talk earlier that what's today's anniversary?
It's the decision.
Right.
Right. So
Leroy, I'm not defending.
if you see LeBron to the Cavs, you got to look at the date. You got to look at the views. You got to look at the person who's saying
always
that.
look at the date.
Technology, Leroy. You never will beat
Why?
this allegation that you'll never be.
Here's what confuses me. And I'm going to tell you right now. So you see the first when you pull up LeBron, it says it's official LeBron James heading home.
What's going to confuse you?
Then
when
right
it
below,
says
hold
2014?
on. Then right below it, it says something else. But it's
him
from like
working out.
16 hours ago. So why would I assume that the top information was the most recent?
I actually think this is more explainable than it was before, because I actually just thought that you ran with our boy Julian in the chat going LeBron to the Cavs. And I thought you just took that as gospel.
No.
So the fact that you got by
Oh,
old
they
tweets.
went to Twitter.
But
Yeah,
I don't understand. Why would a tweet from 2014 come up and then followed by one that happened 8 hours ago?
The Elon Musk search engine has been completely destroyed because he doesn't want people being able to bring up stuff about him. So he's completely nuked the Twitter.
But that's not being old.
No, that's. I mean, you still got. I mean, like that's.
I'm not saying I got.
But
I didn't get got.
But it's more understandable than what I thought happened, which is you just saw a Twitch and you just ran with it.
No, that's not what happened. I thought I was being pretty responsible because I said, "Oh, this idiot Julian. Let me check it up.
So you doubled down on the fake news. I take it back. It was worse.
Thank
No,
you.
it wasn't.
Leroy, this is disappointing.
That is terrible, Leroy. Leroy, there's no excuse.
You guys understand my confusion, though.
No, I don't.
Do you not understand? Why would you have a message from 2014 when you pull up a name and then right below it something from 8 hours ago?
Leroy.
That doesn't make
You
sense.
don't understand the timeline is screwed up? Usually they put the most recent one up top.
Look.
No, am I being foolish for not knowing that? That the messages don't come in chronological order?
They don't. No, you should be aware of that now.
I don't know.
When you
Since
search
you're
something,
always
it does.
on Twitter.
He's not always on Twitter.
I'm not always on Twitter.
But
you don't
the
think
bright-
that's
the
not
bright-
odd?
The bright
Nobody
side
thinks
is
that's odd.
No.
no. I'm telling you, that's
the messages come jumbled up.
I've told you already the issues with that. No, he's completely ruined his website that he spent $40 billion for. But I just think that the funny things are that now I know that you did see the comment and then you wanted to double down on it, but somehow a 12-year-old tweet got you.
Terrible.
Which is incredible.
Terrible.
And this entire time I'm literally just I'm like, all right, he's putting that, but I don't know if he knows something because he's from Cleveland or if he just got because it's the one city where I can't just dismiss his credibility when it comes to Cleveland streets. Like he may have heard something from Jay Crawford.
No, I didn't hear nothing. I got.
That's why I asked. Is it confirmed?
like,
because I know you get these
Stupid Twitter.
All right, well, we don't have time for rats off a ship anymore.
I mean, rats off a ship is Leroy. I'm rats off a ship on Leroy.
Wait. Can I just say this?
Rats off a ship.
As a fellow tangible, I have never seen another tangible look at me with more disgust. Did you look at this?
Leroy, I'm sorry, bro. Listen, I know you in technology. I know it's a funny joke, but when you put something like that during an interview with Doug, and it's like, oh, snap, did this really happen? So now I'm looking, I'm checking it, like to make sure this is verified and certified.
Mm-hmm.
I can't find it anywhere.
Exactly.
So then we're looking, even JFig is asking, is this confirmed? Tobin
You see, I didn't respond because I went back and then I went, oh, damn.
And then I asked Tobin, and Tobin, I asked Tobin, I was like, is this true? And then Tobin he gives me that look like Leroy got. And it's like, oh no. And then when you bring it to your attention, you're already
no,
like,
I did not.
Listen, you're gonna drown.
Wait.
Just drown. Don't try to
got.
paddle back up. Don't try to swim back up.
I didn't say I didn't
no
got.
excuses.
But I said you can understand that if you pull up something on Twitter, you thinking it's in chronological order. Is that? I mean. And it's not.
No,
a message from 12 years ago.
No,
a message from 8 hours
I don't think
ago.
that because even on TikTok, there's things from different hours that are constantly going.
Yeah, I don't think.
But that's hours, not years.
Do I think a 26-year-old, I
Yeah,
think
years
a 12-year-old tweet is going to come up? No. Do I think if I search something, am I expecting it to be chronological? No. You can switch that feature, but that's not how the search feature works. It's okay, dude. Listen, I still love you. You're on nuts.
got.
And notifications would have been going off if that happened.
Yeah, I kept doing this. I'm
like, is something wrong with my notifications?
What is going on?
Well, the good news is he's not on the Cavs, right? I mean, there's still a game to be played. So, anyway, final hour.
Wait, wouldn't it be something if he ended up on the Cavs and then I could say I was right?
No, you can't.
Wait, you would definitely take credit for that.
Never late, never wrong, just early.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, I was just foreshadowing.
Take a break. Back after this. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Thanks again to Doug Plagans for stopping by last hour. He looks refreshed.
Yes, he does.
He hasn't had this much summertime in a while.
Yeah. What? 3 years? Been 4 years before now.
Yeah. So I'm sure he's excited to get back to extended summers this year. And you guys could also go catch the Florida Panthers. They do have those territory talk. Him and Jameson Olive do a great job on that podcast. They got some great interviews as well. So go check
I
out
love
that.
seeing Addy. All of them now.
The whole
Addy,
crew.
the
The
whole
best.
crew.
The best.
They're the best.
Addy's the one who made the whole Bobrovsky thing happen. You know.
Hey, listen.
Toronto's got him now.
Relax,
You'll be fine. As soon as they start winning.
I will. You know, that day is not today. I have to wait.
You know what's going to happen in February, right, Leroy?
Never wanted him.
That Bobrovsky, I mean, God, a good
I hope-
job
no,
by
listen,
by Zito. I mean,
listen, I wish him no success. I mean, you know, I hope he gets lit up like a Christmas tree when the Panthers face him. That's, you know, I hope Go Cats Go doesn't stop playing. I hope it sounds like a nightclub in there when Sergei Bobrovsky rolls into town.
Ooh, good God.
You know,
thank God we let 4-goal Bob go. No, that's what you're gonna be saying.
Somebody said, do you think that it was because him and Brady Tkachuk never squashed their beef? That is true. Sergei Bobrovsky one time punched Brady Tkachuk right in the snot box.
Which is weird for a guy who has shown zero aggression in his life.
Well, that, and he also started a trend of goalie fights last year.
That was funny.
That was awesome. But no, I don't think that's why. I don't think that's why. Headlines, those are brought to you by Doral Kia in Miami. At a Domino's game, you'll always find your abuelito. And whenever you want a low price, you'll save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia. The Dolphins, they have released their training camp dates for fans to attend. So if you guys want to go see the Miami Dolphins and you want to sweat your ass off, August 2nd is the first day. August 2nd is the first day of training camp open to the fans. So mark your calendars, everybody. August 2nd will be that. Then you got that entire, it looks like the 3rd, 4th, 6th, 7th. Those are all open to the public. And then the 8th is a stadium practice at 10:15 a.m. And then there's a joint practice against the Giants on August 20th. So those are some of your dates that you got coming up. But August 2nd, for those who are August 2nd, for those who are interested in going to watch the Dolphins training camp.
For Twitcher.
You guys can check that out.
That's from 1990.
Meanwhile, the Miami Marlins, they're back at it tonight. They will continue their series with the Seattle Mariners starting at 6:40. Tyler Phillips is on the hill for the Miami Marlins. That series, last night the Marlins won 6-5 in extras. They're rolling right now, 50 wins, 3 games out of the NL East in a wild card spot. Really, really great stuff that Clayton McCullough has going on with this squad right now. By the way, Max Meyer will start on Sunday, so he will not pitch in the All-Star game, but of course he will get his salute, his swag.
Don't they have the ability to bring additional pitchers though? When
they
that
are
happens?
bringing additional pitchers. Yeah, they are doing that. Yeah, but there's so they added like 3 guys yesterday. They added like 3 guys to the NL roster. Otto Lopez is going. So that'll be cool.
Where are we in basketball when a guy who scores 18 a night just gets dismissed like he's boo-boo?
Who are you referring to?
If he's 37 years old, when he's old.
Okay.
Who are you referring to?
DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar.
Oh. Well, he's on the Kings, dude. I mean, what are the Kings? I think the Kings, they're going to give, because you want to know why they have that A cuff. They want to give him all the shots, you know, and so, you know, like, what are you going to have to?
Having all the shots is what gets bad teams in trouble, because then you have a looter in a riot that's making max money.
They're a bad team, though. You know, like that, or they're going to be a very, you know, young. I mean, they have Sabonis there. If he's going to be there, I don't know. Who knows?
Who's going to trade for Sabonis? You think a lot of teams want him?
No, I don't think a lot of teams will. I feel like someone's
You
going to
know
talk
who is?
themselves into
Sabonis
Sabonis.
reminds me of K-Love without the 3-point shooting.
Yeah, somebody's going to talk themselves into it. Maybe the Pelicans. They do weird stuff.
The Wizards.
If the Wizards had space for them, that would definitely be a place I'd look to. Yes. I always look at the Pelicans. I'm like, what are the Pelicans up to? Because the Pelicans got a lot of guys everybody wants, but they don't want to get rid of any of them. But they're not good. They're like, they're not an embarrassingly bad team, but they're not a good team. And yet they're like, yeah, but we're not getting rid of Zion. We like him.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
I find it fascinating.
Because maybe they know they're not going to get as much in return for him.
Oh, very clearly they're not. But I don't know. I just feel like I look at them and I'm like, yeah, they got a lot of guys I would like, but they don't want to trade any of them. But they're not going to be good. Very interesting. Very interesting team, the Pelicans. They do weird stuff. You can never rule them out. But yeah, I don't know, man. DeMar DeRozan, I know there's according to I think Barry Jackson reported yesterday, there really hasn't been a lot of Heat discussions of DeRozan. Let me get the exact blurb here from Barry. Barry Jackson did the greatest journalism I've ever seen in my life yesterday. Barry Jackson hunted down the Tyler Hero chat leaker. I'm like, who's better than this guy? Who's better than Barry Jackson? He's hunting down the guy who leaked the Tyler Hero Bam slander chat. I'm like, who does that? Like who even thinks to go leak that? He goes, you know who I need to go hunt down? Freaky83 on Twitter. It's a great job by him. Okay, here's what he said. Besides waiting for LeBron James, the Heat continues to wait patiently to see if another shooter or scorer shakes free. They had initial conversations with Bradley Beal, but haven't been aggressive in their pursuit, per a source. They hadn't contacted DeMar DeRozan as of Monday, though that could change. DeRozan isn't a three-point shooter, but would make more sense if Miami doesn't land LeBron James.
How does he hope?
The only thing I see with him is see, he would need to be like, for me, because if I had DeRozan here, I'd still would start Tim Hardaway Jr.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Because
I mean, DeRozan is one of the top 12 leading scorers of all time.
But again, he can't shoot. He can't shoot.
But he can shoot what you need
We
in
just
playoffs.
had the same conversation when you were talking about Euro basketball, and I said 10 for 21.
Yeah, but that was an efficient game. I don't know why you're scoffing at that. Like, he had an efficient game. I like 10 of 20. Like, he had a bad 3-point shooting game. I guarantee, like, he was not good from 3, but all of his misses were from 3. Everything inside the arc, Pella nailed, and then he got to the free throw line 10 times, where he strangely also missed 5 free throws. But he had a good game.
All right.
But DeRozan,
but he has the MIDI, and you need the
he
MIDI.
does have the MIDI,
and that's important in the playoffs.
Well, would he sign up for like just a super closer role? Like, that's where I could see him. Like,
well, he's not gonna make more. He can't make any more money.
No.
So he's gonna be playing.
This is on the cheap skis.
On the cheap skis, but would you rather play on the cheap skis in Florida, in the state of Florida, with no state tax, and you're probably gonna get a lot of minutes?
I'm saying, like, bring him in for basically end a half and a quarter specialties.
I don't know. Well, I think you might have to start him if you bring him in.
Nah, I'm not into it then.
Because you only got Tim Hardaway, 1 year, right? That's a 1 year deal?
Yep.
So DeRozan will be a 1 year deal as well.
And then what happens when Eric Spoelstra wants to play Ryan Conwell halfway through the season? Because he's just like, you know what?
He doesn't play young guys.
He's not that young, though. He doesn't play young guys. This is a 4-year player. He plays 4-year guys. He plays Jaime. He plays Pella. He does play guys, and especially guards. If that kid can show that he can defend and shoot, he's going to play. I would actually think I think as long as that kid's not a sieve from a defensive perspective, which I don't think that he is, he's got a good physical frame to him. I think there's a good chance that Ryan Conwell is going to play. He looks like he is. He's already looking like this summer league is not for him. He's just like, this is
He
easy.
said the summer league is not
It's
for
easy
him.
work. Yeah. So the kid's smooth, man. I'm telling you. I know listen, perhaps I'm guilty of over fluffing Heat talent on the Euro and Summer League scale. Perhaps. I'll wear that. I'm just telling you, the kid looks smooth out there. I just look at him and I'm just like, smooth. He's just got something to him, dude. Like he had this spin move. I was like, wow. Smooth. I thought it was great. And then the shot, that kid could shoot. Woo! With that lefty stroke, man, doesn't matter what's hand is wiping with. I'm telling you, dude.
As long as it's not a fake wipe.
So, I don't know. Like the DeRozan thing, cool. Like all of these moves, Vlad, I'm fine with because, like you said, they're going to be minimum deals. So I'm not going to be like, I can't believe we got DeMar DeRozan or Bradley Beal for the minimum. Like, who cares? They're on the minimum.
I do not want you guys getting Bradley Beal. That is just that's just nasty.
I'll pass.
Yeah, like all these years of this Bradley Beal and
they did it with Depot.
Who?
The Heat. That's exactly what happened with Victor Oladipo.
I mean, no, this guy, dude. I mean, it's Giannis as well. Giannis in the Heat has been rumored for years, but when it happens in the prime, when you still got the person in their prime, is good. So when you have Bradley Beal, who's been shipped around, moved around like luggage, he went from Phoenix to the Clippers, and then now he finally joins the Heat on a minimum. I don't know about that. Oh, I wouldn't take that risk.
Nope.
Well, he played 6 games last year off a hip injury. That ain't great either.
The man hasn't played 30 games in like 3 seasons.
Yeah, and he got cyberbullied out of Phoenix.
Yeah, I don't think you need that, bro. I think they probably might leave the roster the way it is so that they have room,
flexibility to do something when they figure out where they are.
Right
at the trading.
I agree with you guys.
Yeah,
I'm not jonesing for either one of those guys. I'm not. I don't think that the season's going to be made or broken from either one of them. Cool. I'm not gonna if they end up here, but I'm not dying for either one of them either. Take a break. More to come here on the show. We're back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. We had Jason Jackson on yesterday. Going to bring that to you guys in about 10 minutes because I got to get down to the Tim Hardaway press conference. So, but talking all things Heat that have gone on and the Hardaway stuff with Jack. So we'll bring that to you.
What are you laughing at?
I don't know. I think I'm getting the contact high from the paint.
Woo! What is getting painted?
So remember when I had to get my roof? Remember my roof was leaking. So I got to get all the ceilings done. And then you just do basically touch-up stuff. And then like a couple of bathrooms and an entranceway got to be painted. But guy's been great. He told me what to get. I've gotten that stuff. You know what I mean? And it's hard to match the paint. So now we got to go back afterwards and bring a little chip of the paint over.
Do you think you're going to be in tune with more of the World Cup, even with the USA bounced? I think I'm going to stick around.
I got to tell you, that Argentine game.
Oh
my goodness.
Insane.
Insane.
I
And to the dummies that say it was like 28-3, like Tom Brady, it wasn't a championship.
He did say that.
It wasn't a championship. It doesn't have the same effect.
That
would be the equivalent. That would be equivalent to the wild card game.
Yeah, I mean, they did that with the stadium ties, right? I guess that's why they did it. It's still a crazy comeback, though.
It's a crazy comeback, but why do we have to why can't we just enjoy it? Why we got to say, oh, it's better than this or it's like this? Like, no. It's very unlikely.
It's very unlikely.
But I tell you what, I've seen that happen more times in football than I have seen in soccer.
28-3 was nuts.
It was crazy because you know why? Here's what sucks about football. You always have a chance to slow down the train.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But it's always a combination of coaches being hard-headed and throwing the ball or doing something that the clock stops running or players stepping out of bounds. So, yeah.
Yeah, crazy comeback it was. And I think just because of the person who's involved with it as well, like, it's wild. I definitely want to see what the atmosphere is going to be like for the Miami game with Norway and England. Ooh. Plus, this Holland is cool. I like that guy.
That guy is like I can't explain him, right? Because he looks like a child but plays like a grown man.
Yep. Very impressive. Yeah. You guys need to stop putting fake news in the chat. And I'm going to start banning people who do it because if Leroy gets got by somebody with fake news, I'm going to be upset.
Yo, they're not even reading that. Read the other stuff about these two buffoons going back and forth.
It's not
just
very
having.
nice.
Oh, we're having fun at your expense. Listen, I uploaded hour 3 in the podcast, and go check it out. On your podcast, go check out today's show.
Mm-hmm.
I let AI title the hour, right? You know what AI titled the hour?
Oh, God.
Yeah, you can.
I didn't know that.
You can. Yeah, it just listens to everything and tells you everything that goes on. Gives a summary. It said, "Leroy gets got by a 2014 LeBron tweet." When AI is letting you know you got, that's bad.
I can't even get got by humans.
-1.
I have tears in my eyes. I can't deal with this.
Yeah, but I need people to stop.
I expect somebody we're supposed to be cool.
We are cool.
You're the first one.
If we weren't cool, I would not be reacting this way.
Really?
1,000%.
Schmeeth and the Daytop are having fun. Daytop just put Yankee Ruth has just been traded to the New York Yankees.
No, go ahead. Have your fun.
The owner wanted to write a play.
I don't need. What are you doing?
The funniest one with Herschel Walker getting traded to the Vikings was hysterical.
like the last sentence here. However, the Heat have not.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh man. Hey Leroy, Luka Doncic got traded by the Mavericks to the Lakers.
Oh my god.
Pat, I actually really thought we all got hacked. I was like, this is crazy. We were in
That
Vegas
was
for that.
wild.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Was that David? I think we were there for David Benavidez, and we walked out, and I'm like, but here's the thing. I knew that I still didn't believe it, but I knew I know Shams wasn't hacked because I saw it like on the news notifications. I was like, oh, because you know what?
Was that when we were walking through the casino and my picture was on ESPN? Everybody kept giving me the weird look.
No, that was the trip before that. That was for Canelo Munguia.
Oh,
Wait, which one was the one where you were on the plane and you kept trying to check your phone, and then out of nowhere you went up to Leroy, very sad? Which one was that?
I've done that a couple of times. I went to when I've gone to Vegas, there's been some weird. There was one where I went to Vegas and Hawk and Crowder were on the plane. Maybe I was actually going to Dallas. I don't remember. Because I don't remember if Leroy was there. Because there was one trip where
Is Dallas the one where you couldn't figure out the time?
Yes.
Yeah. That's when we went Hawk.
There was one though that Hawk and Crowder, because when we were on 790 and they were on 560, it might have been pre-merger, but we were all on the same flight anyway. And I went up, and that was a crazy flight because there was no internet, or you had to pay for internet, and it wasn't cheap. And Hawk had it, and Hawk came back and he told me Kyrie Irving was traded to the Celtics. I was like, what? And then he comes back minutes later and he goes, John Jones has just been kicked off the card for steroids. I was like, what? So that was a crazy one. There was also one where
There was one that was recent where you went up to Leroy very sad.
I went up to one where it was 2 years ago. I went up, we were playing the Celtics, and it was game 5, and they just got absolutely smoked. And I just go to Leroy, and the plane was really dark, and Tyler Hero was terrible as he is in the playoffs. And I just go to Leroy, and I look through him, and he's sleeping, but I think he could feel my energy because I just wait.
He was hovering over me like a creep.
I think that was the one.
And then he just opens an eye, and and I just go to him, stinks. And then I just
and you walk back. Yeah.
No context, no nothing.
I just didn't
I
tell
was
him.
enjoying my little nap, getting on the way to Vegas.
All you feel is Tobin.
And I just could feel him
he's like, wakes up. I just need to tell somebody that Tyler Hero, I'm just like, stinks. I didn't tell him who stunk.
Nothing.
I just went, stinks. And then just walked back to my seat. So that was one. I don't remember the last one.
The one where I almost beat you up when we were in Dallas because you didn't know what time it was like literally.
Central time is tricky.
We literally, no lie, Jennifer, we were on the little belts going through the airport, and I literally almost stopped him to punch him in the face. The conversation was so ridiculous.
1 hour, man.
It is tricky, and especially it was AM PM because we were flipping from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. So it really threw me. I mean, you should give me a pass on that one.
No,
there is no pass there. It's just 1 hour.
I mean, your watch or your phone does it for you. How can you forget the time? All you have to do is look down, automatically changes.
Yeah, well, it didn't though. It was like I think it didn't catch up or something like that. It just it didn't do that all in the same.
Didn't catch up.
Telling you, it was
iPhone
tricky.
Didn't catch up.
It was tricky, dude. I'm telling you, it was tricky.
Mm-hmm.
It was tricky.
That sounds about like my explanation.
No.
Well, there's a reason you and I 2 peas in a pod. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
But Jennifer, like,
right? No, it's the fact that 2014.
I didn't look at that. I'm telling you.
Hey, this weather update is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Helping homeowners stay safe this storm season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate. It's currently 91 degrees, sunny, hot. That's it. That's the forecast. Hey, Jennifer, let's give away those Disturbed tickets, huh? What caller you want to give them to?
Well, I don't want to give them, but if I have to, I'm going to give it to caller number. I know.
Yeah.
Caller number 4.
All right. Caller number 4 right now to 305-567-0560. Caller 4 to 305-567-0560. Disturbed is coming to Hard Rock Live at the end of July. If you guys want to go later this month, caller 4 right now to 305-567-0560 will win some tickets to see Disturbed at Hard Rock Live. Caller 4 will win those tickets. Jennifer, very stingy with the stash, but if you guys want to go to see Disturbed at Hard Rock Live at the end of July, caller 4 to 305-567-0560 will win the tickets. Leroy, you know, there's nothing quite like your laundry.
Yeah.
Nice and crisp. You get that great dry cleaning.
I saw our guy yesterday.
You really want to have the best of the best do it. And that's why you guys want to use our friends over at A&T Dry Cleaners. Leroy saw Ara yesterday. How's he doing? You saw him?
I do. He's doing great. He had the vans pulled out in front. It's actually there's 2 buildings, right? One is like a front desk. The other one's where they do all the work.
Yep.
You can see where they do the seamstress work. Yeah, he's kicking butt over there.
Well, you guys can call or text Ara anytime. His number is 954-610-9383. That's 954-610-9383. 40-plus years owned and run. They do a great job. Anytime I'm calling fights and I need my suits taken care of, I need them clean, looking right for the screen, I'd send it over to A&T Dry Cleaners. Ara does a fantastic job. Mama Ara does a fantastic job. She can get the suits fitting perfectly. They do same-day sewing. We got those summer weddings, Leroy. It's all happening for us.
They service all of Dade, Broward, and Southern Palm Beach. I've seen the little vans. They got them. They traveling all over South Florida, and he's a fan of the show. So if you use A&T Dry Cleaners, you mentioned Tobin and Leroy, you get 25% off your order. 25%. Look.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Again, you can call or text Ara at any time, 954-610-9383. And I promise you, once you use A&T Dry Cleaners, you'll never launder your own clothes again.